Let's get into it then. 3-5-1 chicken attack. Let's see what's happening there, man. Let's see what's happening. Yo, Euro, welcome to the stream. Now count the amount of boxes you can farm besides stamina. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, that is. Yeah, it's a tune in it, boys. Actually a tune. Alright, let's go. The chicken attack, man. Difficulty level 28. Yeah, we're good there, right? We're good there. Did I bring in the Mersault ring as well? For the continued extra cash money. The cash money. Okay, we're going to try and remember some of the things we started to learn from last stream as well now, which I think it's still there. I think it's still there for the most part.
여기서 다음 임무를 위한 의뢰인을 만나기로 했습니다.
It's where we're supposed to meet the client for our next mission. Okay.
못 봐주겠고. 이젠 하다하다 심부름꾼 마냥 의뢰까지 받는
Nest, Kate, we're still in the same nest we was before, yeah. Where we finished the last canto, right? Peakiest Intervallo ever, yeah? Event ends in 2 days. Remember to spend your currency event.
어? 저기 뭐 하는 곳이지? 유난히 줄 서 있는 사람들이 많네.
Still a cake up, yeah.
이 짜릿한 향기를 모르겠어? 치킨이잖아.
Fried chicken.
그래. 그것도 비싼 오일로 바삭하게 튀긴.
K사에서
KFC,
요새
yeah?
대유행 중인 보살 치킨을 모르다니 아직 K사는 헛돌아다니신 모양이군요.
Learn of Bodhisattva chicken. Okay. A man with a fastidious impression suddenly cut in on the sinner's conversation as if he belonged to our group. Who invited this guy?
보살 치킨. 그게 무엇인가요? 답변 드립니다.
Okay.
보살 치킨이란 다리 6개, 날개가 8개 달린 맛도 양도 보살이라고 명성이 자자한 치킨 가게죠.
Say what now? 6-legged, 8-winged. 6-legged, 8-winged. Okay. What the fuck they've been injecting these chickens with, man?
심지어 그대의 취향이 무엇이든 맞춰드립니다. 육질이 좋은 육감 치킨, 살이 유독 많은 퉁퉁 치킨, 살이 쫄깃한 질겅 치킨. 자, 뭘 원하십니까?
Does he work for them then?
언젠가 들어본 적 있는 것 같소.
웬일이래? 요즘 소식엔 누구보다도 둔할 것 같은 우리 이상 씨가.
그래서 넌 뭔데?
So is it just normal for chickens to have this many wings and legs
우리가 누구인지 제대로 모르는 모양.
in this world?
우리가 그래서 누군데요?
저런 가게 앞을 돌아다니고 있는 저건 무엇일까요? 썩 정상으로 보이진 않는데 말이죠.
He said it so nonchalantly. Turning around, I spotted rather strange-looking people with just as strange behaviour. Okay. Isn't that K-Corp staff? What are they doing?
얼굴에 알 수 없는 가면을 뒤집어 쓰고 있는 자들이 보인다.
Covering the head with strange masks.
마스코트 뭐 그런 거 아닐까요? 자세히 보면 꽤 귀엽게 생겼을 것 같기도 해요.
I've got a feeling they're not going to be cute. Wait a minute, the shop looks like it's cordoned off. In this artwork, I just noticed that. Oh, this is the chicken place, yeah. Have they shut down the other chicken places then? Okay. So the other chicken places have gone out of business.
그 마스코트를 보고 손님들이 소리를 지르면서 도망가는데요.
Genshin are doing a collaboration with them. Yeah, that's what's happening there. Yeah?
좀 미심쩍지만 그냥 가만히 있자고. 우리한테 딱히 다가오는 것 같지도 않고 쓸데없는 소란에 휩싸이는 건 사양하게.
Chicken rivalry.
딱히 다가오지는 않는군요.
아이, 그 길가에 있는 돌멩이는 갑자기 왜 줍는 거지? 응? 정체불명의 양반?
What the fuck? What in the world did you do? What was that sound? Hit by the rocket, started looking around. Then he began to slowly shamble in our direction. What the fuck?
어이쿠, 실수였습니다. 이걸 어쩌죠?
뻔뻔하네. 정확히 머리를 후려버렸잖아.
우와, 자세도 상당히 안정적이었어요.
감사합니다. 과거의 도시 야구 선수가 꿈이었거든요.
그럼 그대로 대가리째 홈런을 쳐주지. 기다려.
Damn, man. Threatening me with a good time here. Ryoshu.
다가오는 속도가 빨라지고 있습니다. 제 머리를 홈런 시키기 전에 저것부터 해결해야 할 것 같은데요.
As Ryoshu furiously reached for her sheath, those things came right for us.
머리네요.
But chicken heads.
탈기네.
Chicken is built like a brick, right?
그것도 생달기네요.
하늘 품은 달기 지옥에서부터 기어나온 것 같은 모습이구만.
It's like the ghosts of dead chickens clucking back from hell for revenge. What the fuck?
그 뭐냐? 그 지난번에 싱클레어가 뼈 바르기 힘들다고 닭날개를 남겨서 그런 게 아닐까? 아무리 생각해도 그거밖에 안 떠오르거든.
You know, the other day, we had family around, right? And I showed my mum a bit of a doro. And she was just like, man, they come up with some crazy ideas, don't they? You know what though? My mum's actually based, man. My mum will sit and watch things like anime. She loves like, you know, like some of the new Korean sci-fi shows and stuff as well.
이젠 그런 거에 안 놀라요. 그리고 결국 그것마저 로자 씨가 가져가서 남김없이 드셨어요.
But you licked that one clean anyways.
이렇게 된 거 싸우는 수밖에 별다른 수가 없겠군요.
Why is this guy taking cover behind me then? Before I could complain further, the chicken-headed crowd attacked us. Oh shit, we're straight into a fight with chicken heads. My days. Well, their design's awesome, actually. Why do they actually look kind of cute there? Okay, so Slash is what's it? Inflict rupture. What's rupture do now? Hit by an attack. Take fixed damage by the effect's pulse and reduces game by 1. Okay. Flash is what we want, yeah.
내가 시범을 보이지.
They're cute. We have a plushie of them. There's plushies of these, is there? I like the design, actually. I do like the design. It's a consume 10 poise. Okay, let's get ourselves some poise, right?
거기구나.
Is it time for some ass ripping? Man, we gotta be careful with the ass ripping though after my eye last time, right? You know what? It's mad how quick that's clearing up. Said it usually takes 1 to 3 weeks for the blood to be reabsorbed through your eye. But yeah, it's coming on quite quick actually. Yeah, his speed's way faster, isn't he? I ain't got the charge. I can't repass. I can't repass yet. Let's get some more charge. Rupture's essentially 2 damage.
제법 지쳤나 보.
지금이 기회인 것 같소.
We got washed away with babbled tears, you know. Actually. We can't repass yet, can we? We can after this though, can't we? Yeah, we can repass now. Wait. Charged leap. No, we'll... Look at that.
처리할 시간이야.
We're gonna repass on him.
기름도 나오지 않는 놈이 구려. 기름도 나오지 않는 놈이 구려.
Man, I'm not gonna lie though, man. Those Ryoshu animations are just fire.
전부 꿰뚫렸네.
Cheeks clapped. Didn't even get a chance to proper rip ass, man. Rip.
자,
Immediately thought of
급한
head
모의를
crabs.
끝났으니까 본론으로 들어가자고.
What are you thinking
아직
of?
신원도 파악되지 않은
fucking,
안경 양반.
Half-Life. Friendly four-eyed stranger. Wait. Why is he calling him four-eyed stranger? Because he's got glasses on his head. Bro.
반론합니다. 그 호칭은 같은 안경 동지로서 섭섭하군요.
Right, yeah. Exactly. Bro's got glasses on.
그런 건가? 미안하게 됐수다.
신원 같은 기본적인 인적 사항은 사망 신고를 할 때도 쉽게 파악이 가능하다.
Okay.
제 소개를 미처 드리지 못했군요. 명함 받으시죠. 삼조라고 합니다.
Samjo. Does he work for the chicken place? Disregarding the growing hostility surrounding him, the man handed us his card straight away.
K사 식량 자원 계량부의 연구소 소속? 하! 그럴듯한 단어만 잔뜩 써주면 넘어갈 줄 알았냐?
I still can't get over how good the voice acting is in this game.
물론이죠. 납득과 설명은 제 전문입니다. 그러니 진정하고 잘 들으세요.
Persuasion and
아까의
explanation.
전투에서
Oh,
당신들의
about to just
모습을 매우 인상 깊게
gaslight us and
보았습니다.
telling us he's going to gaslight us.
특히 눈앞에서 동료가 죽어가는 광경에도 아랑곳하지 않고 적들을 후드려 패던 모습 말입니다. 심지어 몇몇 동료분은 손가락질을 하며 비웃기도 하더군요.
You continue to assault your foes in a blatant disregard for a dying colleague nearby. A few others even laughed at the sight.
발목을 잡는 자들이라면 아군이고 뭐고 개의치 않아야 한다.
Otis replied to this remark with a look full of pride, even though it didn't sound close to a compliment at all.
여러분들도 보시다시피 이 가게 앞을 점령 중인 정체불명의 닭들로 인해 피해가 이만저만이 아닙니다.
Okay.
근데
사장님도 몸져 누워 계시다가 방금 막 일어나셨죠.
Another man with a haggard face tottered to us, making it somewhat apparent that Samjo wasn't lying about the restaurant owner's falling ill with worry.
말씀하시면 됩니다.
그러니까 우리 치킨집은 몇 달 전 은봉이네 호프집이라는 닭집에 맞은편에 오픈하였습니다.
Oh, Twilight and Cherry, thank you very much for the membership. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Appreciate ya. Guys, get some love in the chat, man. Get some love in the chat. Thank you very much for the membership, legend. Fry House opened a few months ago, just across from Eunbong's Bar and Fryers.
저희 체인점의 우수한 혈통의 닭을 사용한 맛과 푸짐한 양으로 인해 은봉이네 호프집의 손님들까지 모두 저희 가게로 넘어온 건 당연한 수순이었죠.
Supreme pedigree.
그런데 은봉이네 호프집의 주인이 그 사실에 충격을 먹었던 건지 다 같이 망해보자는 마음인지 돌연 기행을 일삼는 것이 아니겠습니까?
Okay.
아니 그 경쟁
Is that where the chicken heads are from then?
있는 거 아니겠어?
What the fuck? As if to attest to the restaurant owner's woes, screams echoed from the other side of the street. What are these? Dude, this artwork's insane. This artwork's insane.
저게 뭐야?
As the supposed owner of Eunbong's swung his arm while muttering something. The chickens responded in unison. The broad chickens jumped at people, like biting people's faces off.
뭐죠? 닭을 지휘하는 건가요?
보통 기행이 아니었군. 얼마나 앙심을 품면 사람이 저렇게 되지?
Greg is so casual about it.
생체 개조라도 한 것 같은 생닭들이 가게에 무단 침입을 하면서 기물을 파손하지
Yo,
않나.
BVN.
보신 것처럼 이젠 닭들을 뒤집어 쓴 사람들까지 생겨나고 있어요.
Chickens in the background.
가게에 크나큰 경제적 손실이 생길 겁니다.
They really are like the crabs, aren't they? From Half-Life. This game's insanity sometimes.
이상 눈물 나는 이야기였습니다. 여러분이 나서서 이 사건을 해결해 주실 수 있겠습니까?
That ruffled your feathers, huh? Yisang?
아무리 그래도 우린 치킨집 의뢰 같은 건 안 받는다.
A chicken. What?
평생 이용권. 의뢰를 해결해 드리면 이 매장을 평생 이용할 수 있는 파격적인 혜택을 드리도록 하죠.
Ooh, we're getting a KFC black card. Lifetime unlimited orders.
평생 이용권이요? 우리 체인점에 그런 게 있는지.
시식용 치킨도 몇 개 준비해 왔습니다.
예?
Yo, what's up, human me? Can't wait to see when you know about the Limbus April Fool's Day. I can only imagine. Samjo personally distributed pieces of fried chicken that he suddenly had his hands on.
자, 질서 있게 한 줄로 서서 받으세요. 닭의 유명 혈통별로도 종류가 있으니 취향껏 골라보시고요. 혈통마다 자랑하는 부위의 맛이 다르고 향도 풍부하다고 하죠.
Differing cuts of meat.
한 가지만 골라야 하는 것이요? 다 맛있어 보이는데.
다른 맛은 미래를 위한 기대감으로 남겨두는 것은 어떻습니까? 평생 이용권이 있다면 모두 해결될 고민일 텐데요.
오, 그거 참 반박할 수 없는 말이군.
I love the way Don Quixote talks as well. It seems Samjo has won the hearts of most of the sinners with his compelling words and fine poultry samples.
어떠시겠습니까?
This might be the first time I've seen Heathcliff go quiet at someone's words.
그거 나쁘지 않은 의뢰군.
Yeah, ain't nobody turning down lifetime free chicken.
우리는 황금 닭다리가 아니라 황금 가지를 찾는 게 목적 아니었어요?
Golden bears, not golden
언제부터?
drumsticks.
못 들었어? 바삭한 닭을 평생 먹게 해준다잖아.
개수 제한은 없는 거지? 그냥 끝없이 주는 거지? 포장도 되는 거고? 이러고 있으니까 옛날
Actually,
생각난다.
Base Rodian, you gotta figure out what's going on, right? What's the limitations? How many times a day? Takeout? Is it off peak, on peak, any time of the day? What's the deal? How many meals can I have? Do I have a full on? You know, can I go large? You know, you gotta find out these things, man, when they offer you these deals. Otherwise, you find out there's like free chicken for life, and then you get in. It's like, yeah, we'll only let you have a wing at a time, and you can't come back for another couple of days.
난 알아. 어쩌다 돈이 생기는 날엔 조직원들이랑 외식하러 가기도 했지.
Cheeky one with the lads.
파우스트 씨, 빨리 말해주세요. 무슨 사칙이나 조항 같은 거 있을 거 아니에요.
Faust was deep in thought by her lonesome.
그러죠. 의뢰를 수락하겠어요.
She wants the chicken as well, yeah.
예?
Even Faust's like, yo, can't friggin' turn my nose up at free chicken. This might also be the first time I've seen Ishmael taken aback to this extent.
아니 파우스트 씨, 혹시 정신이 잠깐 나가신 거예요?
이스마일, 아무리 그래도 말은 가렸어 좀.
글쎄요. 파우스트는 대체로 정신이 나가 있는 편이니까.
오랜만에 다 같이 마음이 좀 통하네. 어?
Faust, are you serious? You're taking a request of a free chicken? Oh, wait, she's not taking the chicken. Wait. She was, yeah? She's taking the chicken, right?
정확히 말하자면 뒤틀림 현상의 해결이죠.
Yeah, okay,
한테.
yeah. She wants the chicken. She wants the chicken. Distortion phenomenon.
뒤틀림이라 그게 뭔가요?
명확히 모르는 이들이 많을 겁니다. 도시 곳곳에서 발생하고 있지만 대중적으로 공표된 적은
Okay.
없으니까요.
think I remember you guys talking about this, right?
아,
I think a beat free chicken, right? Never turn down free food, man. Food always tastes better when it's free. Food always tastes better when it's free. Can't beat it. I'll tell you where, if I had to choose a place for me personally that I had free food forever, it'd have to be Miller and Carter. A bit more expensive, like, but man, Miller and Carter's the one in the UK. Like, obviously there's probably more high-end restaurants, of course. Like, in terms of high-end restaurants, it's not high-end, but man, it is the goat of steak places, I think. Me and Rose usually have like a share board thing. It's like 70 quid, but you get like multiple cuts of different steak, like fillet, sirloin, rump. You get like a bone marrow thing as well, where it's like pulled beef served in like a bone, and oh my days, it's so freaking good, chap. It's so freaking good.
통상적으로 인간이라 부를 수 없는 형태로 변하는 형상이라고 알고 있다. 원인은 불명, 형태도
Okay.
지각각이었지.
Appearances are all different.
설명만 들어서는 모르겠네요. 환상제 같은 건가?
I'm willing to do something just for free chicken for life. Yeah, I'll take the free chicken, man. I'll take the free chicken as well.
그들은 환상체는
Give me free KFC, man. I'll take it all day long. Free protein for the rest of your life. Imagine the muscles you can have, right? Man, I've been stressing out the last few days. I have about that. I found myself lying in bed, man. I was tensing my biceps. And I was like, man, oh, I can't wait to get back to the gym. Okay, so not exactly as unlike abnormalities, they do not shrink into eggs. It is possible for them to fully expire.
전에 몇
Okay.
번 본 적도 있었다.
회사 내부에는 뒤틀림 현상 자문 해결사가 속해 있는 부서인 LCD가 존재해요. 작은 규모의 부서이긴 하지만 그만큼 눈여겨보고 있는 현상이라는 뜻이죠.
Okay. So the owner of Eunbong's has turned into one of those distortion things.
맞아요. 사람이
Right.
단순히 미쳐버린 것만으로는 생각들을 갑자기
Makes
진지하게 할
sense.
수는
Yeah.
없으니까.
True. One does not simply gain the ability to lead an army of raw chickens. True, by losing your mind, you know? You see a lot of crazy people, but I never see crazy people with an army of raw chickens at their command. So that's a good point, Faust. Good point. I see. That's like, well, I don't know, man. With what I've seen so far.
아, 역시 그렇죠? 파우스트 씨가 잠깐 헷가닥 하신 줄 알고 제가 직접 나서서 정신을 차리게 해야
Yeah,
하나
that's what she's saying.
싶었잖아요.
That's what she's saying. She wants a free chicken.
왜 방금까지 메이스를 꽉 쥐고 있었던 거지, 이스마일?
옳소! 사상자가 생기기 전에 우리가 나서야지 않겠소?
Chowing down on the chicken.
어? 입에 소스 묻었다 꼬맹이.
I watched this Roger White Don Quixote's mouth clean.
그럼 의뢰를 수락한 걸로 알고 연락을 기다리고 있겠습니다.
No man, I'm scared of the chicken wizard every time I go to KFC.
여러분들, 왜 그렇게 뒷걸음질을 하시는 건가요?
차원 파동 장갑 충전 완료.
Oh, the artwork is crazy. Right into it. Let's go. Fix bleed. Okay. Bleedies on Nick. Toss an attack coin takes fixed damage by affects poultice. Okay, yeah. Charge that way. I'm gonna sneeze, chat.
내 앞을 막을 자는
Oh, that's horrible. You know when you get a sneeze and it.
대연의
Oh, bro.
약점은 파악했어.
Oh, what the fuck? I needed to sneeze then. The feeling came to my nose and everything, and I couldn't sneeze. That's horrible. That's horrible. That is. We go with the resonance. We get some resonance up in here. Can't repass. Can't repass.
내가 시범을 보이지.
Yeah, Lance trolled me, man. Edged me hard, that did then. Nose is edging me.
공간을 뭉갠다.
I got the fizz and everything in my nose, like, it was like ready to go and it just vanished. That was fucking horrible. Need speed is faster. And the two boys. What's that? 4 plus charge, count base power plus 1. Let's go for that. Oh, I can't repass yet. Can't repass yet, chap. Oh, did you universal control of the non-spot? It's really stressful. Okay. Can't repass yet, no. Really do like their design, man. Yes. Yes, do that. Let's go for the relentless stabbing. Let's inflict the bleed as well, shall we? Yeah, let's consume that 6 charge. Let's do that, and then we'll repass, yeah? No, we can't repass yet. Shit. Right, let's do that then. Right. Felt like sweating. Didn't think it's possible.
제법 지쳤나 보.
Do you think when you look at all the lobotomy corp of normal, I'll be down to that. I'll be down to have a look at that. I like the idea of having like Grok or something build a team for us in Ark Knights as well. What chat was on about yesterday in Discord. I mean, honestly, unironically, I think that'd be kind of fire. Yeah, let's do that because we got the boys, haven't we? I don't consume the 6 charge. I don't consume the charge there, do I? So then I can go onto that to then consume the charge, right? Oh shit, I didn't even realise she staggered. The Grok IS run, right? Alright. We got the multiple sagas and overwhelm there. Can't repass it, can I? No, I can't even repass. What the fuck? Yo, have a pie. How's it going? Can't repass, man. All I want to do is just repass, chat. Won't even let me repass. This is how accidents happen. I love that animation. We go for the maximum res there. Now I can rip ass.
내가
Oh,
시범을
we're good there,
보이지.
we're good.
급수가 전부 꿰뚫렸네.
Ooh.
공간을 뭉갠다. 승객 무쇠압 완료.
I love the VFX on that attack as well.
컴만 예크.
I love Ryoshu's VA as well. Saying that though, I don't think there's a VA in the game, and I'm like, eh. Everybody kills it right. Victory. Let's go. So many blues insane. I know, right? Yeah. Absolute resonance. Alright, sweet.
여러분들, 왜 그렇게 뒷걸음질을 하시는 건가요? 작살, 놓치지 말게.
These chickens. What are we supposed to do to resolve a distortion?
간단해요.
Okay. Wells seem to have a habit of prefacing their expositions with a disclaimer about their simplicity.
뒤틀림이 생긴 이의 마음을 열게 하면 될 겁니다.
Open up the heart of the distorted. Okay.
경계를 풀고 스스로 마음을 내보일 수 있도록 말이죠.
Disarm their mind's guard and coax them into opening up.
그렇군. 견갑골을 꺼내야 하나? 아니면 복장뼈?
속을 직접 내보이는 방법이라. 그 방식.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. First off, we probably should visit that Eunbong's place and figure some things out. I'm assuming it's not a literal sense she's talking about the heart, yeah. She's talking about more a...
생각들이 돌아다니고 있어요. 위생에 좋지 않을 텐데.
psychological aspect, maybe. They look like they're the things that were on those people's heads earlier. Don't know what they are, but we shouldn't get too close to... Unfortunately, I'd forgotten that around 80% of the sinners valued my suggestions less than the cooing of a random pigeon on the roadside. That's one thing I do love about this as well, right? We are a pretty goated character in the sense that, like, you know, we've got some fucking incredibly credible abilities and stuff. And, you know, the end of Canto 3 proved that, like, you know, we're willing to throw ourselves in there as well. But everybody else is like, yeah, whatever, shut up, Dante, I got stuff to do. What the fuck?
그래서 이 닭들을 족치면 그 집에서 치킨을 평생 먹을 수 있다는 거지?
귀엽군. 모서리다.
I get it. That one was slice them all bare. Oh. Okay.
끄덕.
Both the raw chickens leapt into the air.
히스클리프 씨!
Heathcliff's face was then devoured by one of them. Oh shit! Oh fucking hell! Heathcliff? Bro's toast? No, yeah. Heathcliff stood in silence, with the raw chicken adorning his head. It was quite the sight, much to my terror.
전 지금 히스클리프 씨 쪽이 더 괜찮은 것 같은데요? 지성적으로 보이잖아요.
Bro.
어떻게 단테? 빨리 시계 돌려.
But then, nothing would stop me from rewinding here. The problem is, what if my head turns into a chicken while the clock's working? SD, what could that mean? SD. What could that mean? SD. I don't know, what could that mean?
시계
Same
대가리나
difference.
닭대가리나
Okay.
무슨 차이가 있다고 유난인지 모르겠군.
Sinclair saved us. It looked like Sinclair was the only one actually worried about Heathcliff.
히스클리프 씨, 괜찮으세요?
있지. 분리가 안 되면 이대로 우리 마스코트로 써먹어보는 건 어때?
What's the deal with you and mascots anyway? Is he under control now, is he?
오! 저걸 보시오! 히스클리프 씨가 다른 닭들과 대화를 나누고 있어!
Yes, Sinclair came in huge. I bet the VA's had a laugh with this.
수다쟁이가 되었네요, 히스클리프 씨.
히스클리프 씨가 대화를 한다기보단 얼굴에
He claimed there's a bit of translating for us. Okay, that's cool.
히스클리프 씨의 몸을 빌려서 말하는 것 같군요.
나는 실수. 히스클리프 씨와 나중에 타오르는 석양의 해결사들 코스프레를 같이 하고 싶었단 말이오. 생닭머리를 해가지고선 그 코스튬을 해봤자 저대로는 비웃음만 당할 것이오.
She wants to cosplay with him. Avoid the gathering crowd. We shoved Heathcliff into the interior of Eunbong's bar and Eunbong's bar and Friars and followed behind him.
이 닭대가리 도저히 못 봐주겠군. 정신이 바짝 돌아오도록 만들어주지.
I just grabbed the raw chicken on Heathcliff's head with one hand and began to slap it ruthlessly with her spear. Furiously.
타격 소리가 적군의 포로를 심문할 때의 세기와 유사했다.
정신 차릴 기색이 보이지 않는다. 어쩔 수 없겠어. 닭머리를 통째로 뽑아내겠다.
Move as a whole.
그렇게 막 무 뽑듯이
Did you
뽑아도
get yank
되는
it
거야?
off?
그러다가 얼굴 가죽이라도 벗겨지면 어떡해?
True.
답답하군. 설사 얼굴 가죽이 벗겨져도 관리자님이 계시니까 괜찮은 거다.
No, seriously, it's really not fine for me. And I can't just, despite her opposition, I'll just begin jostling the chicken with all her might. I heard something tear. Didn't actually come off, did it? Huh? Oh, is he alright?
정신이 드나?
이번에 왜 이상한 국물이?
What did he put in his mouth?
히스, 계속 이상한 말들을 중얼거리면서 닭들이랑 진지하게 대화를 나눴어. 기억나?
그러고 보니 뭔가 대화가 머릿속에 들어왔던 것 같기도 한데 뭐라더라? 무슨 레시피를 잃어버렸다고 했는데
Chicken finished in his mouth, you know. What the fuck?
손님을 모이게 하는 비장의 요리법이었는데 그게 없어진 이후론 손님이 발길을 뚝 끊어서 그 후론 주인님이
It's a bad
갑자기
time.
이상해지더니 우리들을
I think I'd rather
감염시키고
have him kill me and brought me back.
지금 닭들이랑 우리라고 한 거예요?
진짜 아직까지도 닭도리들의 영향이
Head hens.
쟤네 이름이 닭돌이었나요?
If the distortion happened because he lost his recipe, then maybe we can somehow recreate it for him.
얼추 근접한 답안에 도달해낸 것 같군요. 뒤틀림에 대해 밝혀진 건 많이 없지만 선악, 아니 마음이 산산이 허물어졌을 때 발생한다고 알려져 있죠.
Is this kind of a little bit like, I can't, because I never watched the first series, you know, Sweet Home? It's a little bit like that. Sounds like you just pivoted away from good and evil because that version would get too long for you to bother.
가령 홍루 씨가 도시를 살아가면서 절대 변하지 않을 거라고 확신했던 믿음이 있었을 거예요.
Okay.
혹은 삶을 지탱하고 있던 희망이라 불리는 무언가가 있었을 수도 있겠죠. 그게 한순간에 무너졌다면, 나를 놓아버리게 될 정도로 커다란 충격을 받는다면 마음이 허물어지겠죠.
Okay.
뭐 그럴 수도 있겠네요.
뭐 잘난 도련님 인생에서 일어난 대단한 충격이라 봤자 용돈 뺏기는 거 아니겠어?
Privy purse.
용돈은 받은 적도 없었던걸요? 원할 때마다 쓸 수 있었는데 굳이 받을 필요는 없잖아요.
뭐야? 그럼 뭐였는데?
알고 있다고 생각했는데 지금은 떠오르지 않네요.
즉, 정리를 해드리자면 뒤틀림은 발생자만 알 수 있는 원인 모를 심리적 충격으로 인해 벌어진 현상.
Deeply personal psychological shock. Okay. 2 seconds, chat. Let me just check something. How's the stream as well now, guys? Is everything seem to have stabilized?
단단히 마음의 벽을 쌓아올린 상태라고 말할 수 있죠. 이 벽을 뒤틀림이 원하는 방식을 통해서 허물어야 합니다.
Okay, so it's not literally the heart then, right?
뒤틀림이 원하는 방식이라 한다면
We're all good? Sweet, sweet.
닭요리겠군 그래.
Chicken-based cooking. Gregor took a confident step forward after saying that.
전쟁통에서 남은 음식을 모아
It's good, sweet.
전우들에게 통조림을
Fine.
이용한 요리를
Okay.
해준 적이 많았지. 트라우마에 시달리던 군인들도 전부 감동의 눈물을 흘리며 다 같이
Moved to tears by his cooking.
방금 누가 콧김 소리를 냈던 것 같은데 내가 잘못 들은 거겠지?
웃기는군. 벌털 주제에 어디서 요리를 운운하는
What does the
거지?
CF know about cooking?
차라리 그 집게로 햄버거 패티나 굽는 편이
You
낫겠군.
just call him a chicken fucker. What? CF.
와, 그레고르 씨가 가게를 차린다면 집게 사장이 되는 거네요.
The great British cook-up, you know.
료슈, 그거 벌레 털보란 뜻이었지.
Crawling furball. Okay.
뭔가 집게 사장이라는 호칭은 마음에 드는군. 어이 갑자기 머리가.
요리는 말이지. 혀, 그리고 거미시키는 대로 하는 것이다. 전쟁통에서 마구잡이로 해먹은 음식을 진정 요리라고 부를
You
가치가
should
있는
taunt us. Took me a second then. I cooked a few meals using leftovers and cans from my comrades in arms during the war. Man who was only ever has MREs and nutrient paste. Guess boy tries Mr. Krabs in Korean version of SpongeBob. Yeah, when I heard that, it's wild. Awesome though.
오,
She has a good range, right?
영대에서 나왔어.
심지어 료슈 씨가 줄여 말하지도 않았어요.
있어 보이는 말이긴 하지만 저자한테서 들으니까 기분이 거시기하군. 아니 그런데 요리는 해본 적이 있나 료슈?
당연. 시답지 않은 이놈이 상상조차 할 수 없는 경지의 요리를 해봤지.
아니 이거 점점 열받네.
Well, I'm gonna have a cook-up, yeah.
그럼 나는 료슈 편.
아니 갑자기 편을 나누는 이유는 뭐지?
재밌잖아.
그리고
료슈 with a-
요식에선 이유는?
With a towel on her head.
그래, 우린 그동안 너무 가까웠어. 오늘만큼은 벽을 좀 더 보자고.
Heathcliff, having shaken off the dizziness, walked to Gregor's side.
그러니까 저 자식을 박살내면 이긴다. 이거지?
아니 박살내는 게 아니라
설마 부하들에게 통조림을 먹였다는 말인가? 군인의 수치군. 참고로 난 즉석식품파다.
그래 입맛이 다른 것 뿐이잖아.
유치하네요 정말. 이런 걸로 편가르기나 하고 싶어요?
그래서 이수는 어느 쪽이야? 만약에 수감자 음식 담당자를 그렉이나 료슈 중에 꼭 한 명 선택해야 한다면 말이야.
수작 부리지 마.
Who we choosing, guys?
I don't
know.
생각이 좀
I
통했던
feel like
소리라고.
Gregor might end up being the better cook, to be fair. In spite of Gregor's confidence, Ishmael's face and posture betrayed a sense of awkwardness.
이스마엘?
Damn.
그레고르 씨의 통조림 음식은 소시적에 배 위에서 지긋지긋하게 많이 먹어서요.
왜 눈을 못 마주치는 거야, 이스마엘? 어?
Ishmael took a few sluggish steps backward to stand next to Ryoshu. I love how offended Bro's getting. The way they usually talk to each other, right? The way they usually talk to each other and insult each other. But like, this is actually bothering Bro. The fact that they decided Ryoshu on a cook-off. Her eyes never looked up to meet Gregor, and she's feeling ashamed as well. Even though there wasn't much rapport to begin with, I could hear what little trusting bond existed between the two fall apart. Don Quixote glued herself to Gregor's back before I noticed her face was off colour.
사실 이전에 버스에서 닭꼬치를 먹을 때 나 보고 말았어. 저자가 무슨 짓을 했는지.
닭꼬치 뭘 했는데?
그거는 참아 입에 담을 수조차 없어.
아, 이런. 그걸 보고 만 건가? 닭꼬치의 궁극적인 맛을
The secret technique to bring out the ultimate flavour. Don Quixote shuddered violently. Soon enough, Honglu went to Gregor's side with a sparkle in his eyes.
살면서 애완동물 사료 같은 음식들도 한 번쯤은 먹어봐야 하지 않겠어요? 전 그레고르 씨를 응원할게요.
Dishes comparable to pet food. What the fuck?
그래, 그거 참 고마워, 홍루.
Gregor stressing. Honglu stood behind Gregor wearing a kind smile on his face.
파우스트, 당신이야말로 누구보다 합리적인 선택을 할 수 있겠지?
글쎄요. 파우스트는 종종 모험을 즐기기도 하죠.
Oh, with that profound remark, Faust took her place behind Ryoshu, sorry.
이해가 안 돼요. 왜 이렇게 저희끼리 편을 나누는 거예요?
어이, 그때 말 늦이다. 살아남을 길을 고르든가.
그딴 태평한 말을 하기에는 늦었다는 건가요?
Sinclair, you might be linked to Ryoshu on a spiritual level at this point. Ryoshu's ruthless remark made Sinclair trudge to her side.
아니, 협박으로 데려가는 게 어디 있어? 반칙이잖아.
나는 선택하지 않겠어. 그대들에게 겸허히 골라지겠어.
Of course, Yi-san could say something like that.
필요 없어. 가져.
Don't need that, you take it. Yi-san was placed on Gregor's team without him moving a muscle. That's it, Mercel quietly stood behind Gregor. Base Mercel.
메르소? 사실 좀 감동받았어. 비록 우리가 평소에 많은 대화를 나누진 못했지만 이렇게 먼저 다가와줘서 난
그저 적은
I love how seriously taking this.
올바른 균형이라고 생각했다.
Some will proclaim that they saw tears well up in Gregor's eyes at that moment. With the team decided, we entered the kitchen of Eunbong's looking for a suitable place to cook. It had become a long-neglected mess with traces of fell rampage. However, Ryoshu and Gregor kicked stray plates and utensils out of their way like it was none of their business and took their spots. Hang on, are we allowed to do all this in someone else's restaurant?
어망측식 따위. 알게 뭐야?
It's a raft, so why we care? Somebody gonna explain that?
어차피 망하기 직전의 식당이라고요?
A restaurant already fated shut.
그래, 우리는 뒤틀림을 해결하는 게 목표라며.
An angered flock of chickens fluttered to intimidate the sudden intruders, but much to their dismay,
방해하면 다 베어버린다.
you guys look more in sync now. Gregor might distort too, right? Dude's stressing. Bro, he's stressing about this. Sinking.
처리할 시간이야, 머저리들.
Such a goofy Intervallo, truly the best. I love it. I think this sort of stuff's kind of like, it's a nice balance, right? Because this game, like, has, you know, some pretty messed up stuff, right? You know, body horror, torture, loss, grief, PTSD, trauma, all of this shit, right? Confronting it all. This dystopian society, and then we've got, right, let's have a cook-off while crazy raw chickens are attacking people because some dude can control them. Like, it's okay, I'm here for it. I'm actually here for it. It's kind of wild. Yeah, I ain't got that, so... Got that. Oh shit! How do I take that off now? So I want to get that off. So we don't have an unopposed tack. We're better off having real shit. Yeah, do that. Can't really do anything about that, can we? We don't have enough speed, really, do we, to change any of those other attacks from coming away, right? So he's going to leave one unopposed attack, right? Unless... Do we... Oh, that still leaves it, doesn't he? So we don't have the speed, right? Because these are slower. Like we could only really adjust it with Sinclair, right? But that's going to leave that other attack going there anyway, right? So it's always going to be there's always going to be that one open, right? We can't do nothing about that, really. One's going to end up going through, isn't he? Because of our speed situation, yeah. Like if we pull Sinclair off that, it's just going to mean that one's going to be targeted anyway, right? So we need one going through, isn't he? Zane Head Chicken, aka Bongi. Yo, this whole fucking story's a meme, bro. Okay. Ooh, got staggered. Got staggered hard by that. Got staggered hard by that. Give it that one first, shall we? Give it the staggered one as well. Let's double tap the staggered one and then... Yeah.
충전 기능 점검.
There we go now.
단숨에 점령.
기름도 나오지 않는 놈이구려.
지금이 기회인 것 같소.
Okay, Bongi, you know. What the fuck? Everybody else just deal with the staggers.
충전 기능 점검. 단숨에 점령.
Yeah, you gotta be faster to redirect the clash, yeah.
기름도 나오지 않는 놈이구려.
Bongi Apocalypse.
공간을 뭉갠다.
That should be enough for Ryoshu to deal with that, right? Oh, nearly got the ability to riposte, but not quite.
충전 기능 점검.
Nearly got the ability to riposte, but not quite. So close. We needed one more charger.
다음은 어디요?
Fatal.
처리할 시간이야 머저리.
급소가 전부 꿰뚫렸네.
Are these chickens edible? Yo, Olive, thanks for the sub. Ryoshu and Greg have radiated a burning viciousness. Is this murderous aura supposed to be part of the culinary experience?
그딴 레시피 따위. 어차피 깡통 요리 중 하나 아닌가?
More canned crapola.
생존 요리를 이길 레시피는 없지.
어이 노랭이, 닭 가져와.
Champagne hair.
네.
이상 씨, 미안하지만 이 통조림을 좀 따주겠어?
그리하겠어.
The sights and sounds filling the kitchen seemed at least somewhat proper. I can hear knives hitting the cutting boards, broth boiling up in pots, and fire sizzling on cigarettes. Huh? Why do we hear something smoking in the kitchen? Yeah, smoking in the kitchen, sorry. The two remain silent. Of course, as expected, the sound of a cigarette being snuffed out only came from Gregor's side. Yeah, Ryoshu's like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, I'm smoking. And what?
아직 모자라.
Ryoshu does not give a fuck, right?
여러분들, 왜 그렇게
So he could come
뒷걸음질을
up. Yeah, but like,
하시는
you'd have to get out the teeth and everything, right? I love the attacks. Walk, walk. And that's walk, 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 walk. Okay. This game's insane, man. This game's actually insane. Extra flavor. Teeth are like uncooked kernels in popcorn there for a crunch.
예술이란 것을 보여주지.
Oh shit, I didn't fucking select it. Fuck. I ain't got ring salt on. Damn. Ah, it's only on stage. It's only on stage. What the fuck?
내 작품에 의견이라도
Oh no, I
있어.
actually brought him in. Ah well. It's alright. I actually brought him in. Damn. We'll have to change after this.
내 앞을 막을 자는 없어.
This point Ryoshu doesn't speak, she telepathically transfer messages to the people. Newt versus the coffin baby. Yeah, it was accident. My bad, chat, my bad.
승객 무력화 확인.
Game plus 4 charge.
내 앞을 막을 자는 없어.
I'm loving it. Sir Combat. Just accidentally brought in a support by mistake, but the event's crazy. Or should I say, the Intervallo's crazy. The intermission, if you will, is that what they technically are? It's a world ride, that's for sure. It's definitely a world ride. It's interesting to say the least. This music goes hard, man. We're fighting raw killer chickens. I feel like this could be a B movie.
처리할 시간이야 머저리들.
Wait until you learn about the open can of well cheers from Lobcorp. What the fuck? Open can of well cheers.
대연의 춤.
I don't know why I did that anyway. I was going for the evade. I should have left the evade, shouldn't I? I was stupid. Don't ask me why I did that. I'm stupid, that's right. It's alright, it's alright. It's okay. Yeah, I can rip ass now, so that's cool. We're emigrating their creativity. Definitely creative, that's for sure.
완성되었나?
다음은 어디요?
공간을 뭉갠다.
Ooh, get clapped. Get clapped.
점 찍었네. 이제야 완성되었나?
제압 완료. 승객 보관 준비.
Alright. Let's remove that accidental inclusion. It'll be removed anyway, right? I didn't mean to bring that support in like that.
걸작을 자아냈나? 마에스트로님이 어떤 평가를 내려주실지 흥분이 가시지 않는구려.
Pikachu, we need to cook. I'll be switching and watching this on the TV. Appreciate you, Twilight and Cherry. And thank you very much for the membership as well. British, damn. Wait, what? What the fuck you mean, British, damn? Like, you're like, British? Ugh. Damn. What's that mean, bro? What you mean, bucko? What you mean? Hold up 2 seconds, chat. I just want to get myself a drink. Check general real quick. Fuck is this? Ryoshu Soda Ego Special Animation.
정화. 자, 다들 아가리 벌. 안심하고 처마셔보라.
Why does that go so hard? Oh shit. Why does that go so hard? Is that the fucking open can of well, cheers. I have around 500 boxes. Should I get more and wait for well PP, or would it be more fit to get regular IDs and build teams? Oh, chat, help a dude out. What do you reckon, chat? What do you reckon? What are you thinking, chat?
기차와 같이 달려나가겠어.
Side the boxes if you have uncharted warp units. I stared at Gregor's dish for a good while. What? Is this Gregor?
밀리터리 서바이벌 음식이랄까?
He's so proud of himself. Do they really eat this in the military?
관리자 양반. 아이 기억 잃었다고 하지 않았어? 언제부터 음식에 대해 그렇게 섬세하게 평가했나?
I like it. That's a perfect response. Look, manager, but didn't you say you're an amnesiac since when were you such a delicate food critic, huh? Gregor lost his usual calm demeanor and suddenly snapped at me. I looked at Ryoshu serving next. I felt like I was looking at a brand new work of art. As in, I had no idea what it was supposed to be. Ryoshu, just to make sure you didn't mistake our objective with assassinating the distorted restaurant owner. Did you?
닥시.
STCU. Shut the crap up? I don't know.
닥쳐. 시계를
Shut the clock up. Okay, that makes more sense, yeah. Better play on words. Better play on words. Heathcliff and Mersault had caught the owner at Eunbong's and put him in a seat in the meantime. He's got a fucking knife in his head. Has bro just got like a backpack full of raw chickens to throw at people? Damn, look at bro's arms. His hench as well. We started by feeding him Ryoshu's cooking.
뒤틀림의 언어는 해석하기 어렵군요. 반복되는 패턴과 음료를 기반으로 연구해본다면
70 hours!
70시간 이상은 소요될 거예요.
네? 그때 동안 여기서 치킨을 튀길 수는 없어요.
Wait. I think I can hear his voice in my head.
흥미롭군요. 지금까지 모은 황금 가지와 단테 씨 머리와의 공명으로 인한 영향일 수도 있겠어요.
I think I just heard a staggering statement. The owner's cries are too distracting.
저자가 뭐라고 하는
What is he
거지?
trying to say? Yo, Chaka, thank you very much for the sub. A funeral procession in my mouth. That's not good. Is your cooking theme poultry apocalypse, he asks.
좋아. 오늘이야말로 그 시계를 몸통과 분리해주겠어.
I was just relaying his review.
그럼 둘이 사이좋게 보내주마.
아, 자만했군 요슈. 자신감 넘치는 그 태도는 좋았지만 이 숙련된 경험을 따라잡지는 못하지. 자자, 내 차례군. 입 크게 벌리시게나.
Bro basically said he's like death in my mouth. I feel like he's gonna hate this as well.
이번에야말로 마음을 열고 있는 건가?
He's wondering if it was sludged up from the food waste dumpster outside. Looks like both of your dishes failed. The owner and his chickens came at us with growls, as if to express their master's anger in full. Do they both cook like ash, yeah? Okay. Okay. Now this music, man, damn. Yo. goes hard. Oh. Yeah. I like this. I believe they'll say, otherwise we're going to end up with evaded, aren't we? Yeah, so that. Bop alert, right? Implore you to read Bongi's OBS vlog. Where do I look at that? Or can I click on the character to look at that? View logs. OBS level. I shall now begin to describe those cute yet bewildering things. They are typically naked, awkward though it is to describe those things as entities of note, but nevertheless, think of them as raw chickens, well prepared for cooking, adorned with a pair of round, plump eyes. Behold their adorable behinds. Oh, do they reek of sweets and salts when they charge in? Some taste of spicy seasoning, and some harbour the flavour of soy sauce. The sauce on this one has excellent sweetness to it, though the teeth on their maws may prick the mouth. 'Tis inconvenience worth enduring. Wait a minute. Is that why I saw you mumbling sometimes? You took a bite out of them. You didn't actually eat the raw chicken meat, did you? Poultry may cause infection when consumed uncooked. Please refrain from adding unnecessary strain to the manager outside of battle rooms. Oi, Don Quixote, don't get anything to say about this. She must think we will not recognise that this log is hers if she doesn't confirm it. Come on, she can't possibly have her head in the sand like that. Who do you think she is? An ostrich. Okay, that's cool. Yes, it I need to look at more of the enemy logs, actually. I didn't know that was there. They actually kind of would work as a plushie, not gonna lie.
처리할 시간이야 머저리들.
격수가 전부 꿰뚫렸네.
베이터.
기름도 나오지 않는 놈이구려.
Oh shit. Papa Bongi. Performing the post-mortem report as ordered by Executive Manager, the entity was first encountered around 5:20 today. According to false reports, it is believed to be a distortion distinct from the abnormality we have faced. As such, I intended to avoid engaging with it and observe the development of the situation, but its continued hostile behaviour forced our unit to battle it. In the encounter, I was able to see that the entity acted as a commander of a kind. It ordered its chickens, or things resembling the animals, to charge us in succession. It is assumed that the basket on its back is where they appear from. In logistics, a crucial plan to victory involves blocking enemy supply routes. I would like to suggest taking this into your consideration for commanding future battles. Thank you for reading. That's one faithful lieutenant. The document seems efficient enough. Faust is satisfied. Is that Otis writing that? What's that? What does that mean? I don't know what that means, actually. Probably better just take him one of these attacks or not. I feel like that'd probably be a lesser attack to take, right? It's just doing nothing. Okay. Oh yeah, I can see it's not targeting anything as well. Will it be filled by a skill in the next round then? I can attack it. Okay. It's just a body part that's not doing anything, yeah. Okay. Oh shit, I forgot to actually, yeah, let's get real. Should we do that? No, let's get do that. Now we are better off flashing that, right? Yeah, let's just do that. Probably not strange. Probably not the best, to be fair. Probably would be better just trying to wipe those little dudes out quick, yeah. They're alright here, though, I think. Oh, bro, Saga, yeah. Okay, we're good there too. Let's do that.
내 앞을 막을 자는
The clash won't like it to win the clasher. Oi. Yeah, get fucked. Instead of everybody else lamping into them too, yeah. And a rip space, yeah. Just rip some ass on roll there, man. Rip some ass.
내 앞을 막을 자는 없어.
I know RBIDs truly bless this man's experience. Yeah, man, I think early game experience, personally for me, especially with this sort of game, it's yeah, man, I think it definitely improves that early game experience. Definitely. And 2 poise, 5 poise. Get some extra poise. should have lamped into this one, right? Really? Do that then. Free attack on the staggers. Might as well, yeah.
단숨에 정리.
Yeah, Cap just claps all the battles without even know what's going on. Yeah. Yeah, like, as somebody who definitely wants to experience more of this game, I'm not just here for the content, so to speak. Not saying that Cap is at all, but I'm not here to just make videos on it. I actually, like, I really want to get into the game, so I'm trying to trying to get a little bit more understanding of the combat. Like I said, we need to have a stream where we, like, I might do it where, you know, when we're doing a bit of grinding just on games, and we have a stream where, you know, when I jump through a couple of games and we grind a game here and there and we grind that. I think we'll do that, and we'll come to this where we have a day where we start doing some mirror dungeons and we start trying to figure out what's going on with the kits and, like, you know, pulling characters together and stuff. Yeah, because I want to, and I'm not saying you can't figure out doing it the way she's doing it. Of course you can. You definitely can. But I think, you know, coming in with a bit earlier, no OP units is definitely, it's forcing me to look at things. Obviously, I could just win rate it, but that's not for me. The sweepers are here. You're quite lucky because, well, you got some older triple zeros here, the best of the bunch. Okay. Slop along, do some MD and racks at the same time. Yeah, so I'm thinking, yeah. Do some reacts. You know, do some mirror dungeons. Because, like, that's what I need to start trying to do, like, maybe once or twice a week now. Like, where, I mean, I think Cappy's also trying to understand. Yeah, I'm sure she is. It's just, I think it's the way I'm wired. When you've got a powerful unit, you tend to just let it do with the heavy lifting, right? That's me anyway. But I'm fucking stupid as well, so. But, yeah, like, you can still learn a game, of course you can't you? But yeah, I need to, like, maybe, like, twice a week have 2 grinding streams where we just get on, like, a few games, you know, jump on Enfield, clear out some of our missions, do some grinding. I still haven't got one character yet, really, that's max artifice, max essenced, you know? Some are close. You know, jump on NTE, start grinding some NTE. I want to start doing, I need to unlock the bank heist, so I want to start doing some of those. Jump on Art Nights, you know, just grinding some annihilations and stuff like that. You know, maybe doing some events and stuff, and then, like, doing mirror dungeons for this as well. Maybe doing a bit of a Girls Frontline 2 grinding as well. I do need to have a couple of streams a week where we do that, and then in those streams I can really start to learn the kits on characters as well.
이 숫자는 뭐야?
5의 기회 중 2를 소비하였다. 이런 뜻이 아닐까 하오만.
Oh, is that what that was? Is that basically saying you got 3 more goals to appease my taste buds, otherwise something happens? I didn't learn how to properly play until around mid-Canto 5. It's fine to take your time. Yeah, like, because my worries is, and I've done it with some other gacha games sometimes, especially when gacha games have an autoplay feature. You get in, you just start autoing, and then next thing you know, auto either starts to fail, or, you know, you're in a particular bit of content where the game is expecting you to be manual, and then you're like, shit, I kind of don't know what I'm doing. You know? I don't want to be in that position. I guess each team can prepare another dish then. How's that sound? And just like that, thus began Limbus Company's petite cooking competition. You gotta do Warframe Story 2, yeah, that as well. I do want to get windrolls, because I do want to start streaming on my second channel also. Like, doing some stuff like Final Fantasy 14, windrolls, survival games, right? Also, they have huge and difficult passives which make it even more difficult to understand the game. He's forced to use 4 times unbreakable coins, 4 poise plus sync, /history of index. These are absurd, really. I know, because that's how it went with me for Faust. I mean, yeah, unfortunately, but everyone knows how tempting they are. And like, Cap's played enough gacha games anyway. Well, it it won't take her 5 minutes to, if she does get to a wall, to be like, wait a minute, let me just take a moment here.
자, 역할군을 한 명씩 정해보지. 어차피 다 실패할 거지만.
Bro's getting dejected.
홍문 씨는 혹시 뭐 부엌에 들어가 본 적은 있나?
4 and 5 are locking stages. I must admit, the start of Canto 3 hit us like a sledgehammer. It was a little bit underleveled, and we almost through. And the dungeon in Canto 3 as well, man. We had to really think about that a couple of those fights, didn't we, leading up to the boss, because it was like really on the edge of going south.
제 방엔 부엌이라는 게 따로 없었어요. 어렸을 땐 간식 얻어 먹으려고 집 2층에 있던 대식당에 몰래 간 적은 있긴 했죠.
그다음
Yeah, I need to incorporate the ego usage more. Yeah, I think at the minute, like, do I really need to my team to change a little bit? Because I think my ego generation's a bit weak, isn't it, at the moment?
며칠 전에 다 같이 유통기한 지난 우유 먹고 혼자만 얼굴 멀쩡했던 놈 아냐?
Rules for new players. Filter time, yeah.
배까지 스며드는 센슈얼한 냄새였어.
First time I really hit a block was Canto 5.
돈키호테. 아까부터 목 상태가 안 좋은 거야?
내게 맡겨보는 것은 어떻소?
Well, ain't Don Quixote cook, yeah? She said this was with a bashful expression, her hands behind her back.
돈키호테. 이거 꼬맹이들 장난할 시간 아니야.
I feel like Don Quixote is going to be a banging cook.
꼬맹이 아니요. 그리고 저쪽 팀에서는 싱클리어 군한테도 요리 시켜주는데 왜 여기는 안 시켜주는 것이오?
Apple most fumbled the Chroma fight with Season 7. Oh, really?
Huh?
Yeah, it was a fight up to the Chroma fight, which for me was like, whoa, yo, shit, this is getting dicey. Let's solve the Chroma fight.
달렸다. 반듯하게 잘라야지. 허리는 다 펴고. 네.
Sinclair getting bossed.
이건 너무 삼삼한 거 아니야? 난 좀 더 달짝지근하게 했으면 좋겠어.
달게요? 설탕이 어디 있더라?
파우스트가 보았을 땐 불세기를 더 강하게 해야 한다는 판단이 드는군요.
We're all coming together now, are we?
칼 쓰는 솜씨부터가 글러먹었어.
다들 그러지 말고 직접 거들지 그래요.
확실히 싱클리어 정도면 믿을만 할 것 같네. 도련님 입맛이 적당히 까다로울 거고.
True.
잠깐, 왜 나한텐 아무도 요리해보란 말을 안 하냐? 잘 봐, 내가 계란 정도는...
Watch, I can cook an egg.
에이, 젠장! 프라이팬이 왜 달궈져 있는 거야? 뜨거워서 뒤질 뻔했네.
Everyone watches the pan Heathcliff through, hit a wall and broke into pieces.
이 식당 최소 140여일은 청소하지 않은 것 같은 곰팡이 냄새와 잡내가 난다.
140 days to be specific.
차라리 밖에서 요리를 하는 게 위생상 더 안전할 수도 있다.
나도 시켜주시오. 요리.
Oh shit. How dare you mess up our kitchen? You'll reckon with our wrath for your fell deed. It just felt like that's what I was saying. It was saying. Everybody's just like, yeah, shut up, Dante. Shut up, Dante. Bro just got blanked.
아직 모자라.
여러분들
Chicken in another hand.
왜 그렇게 뒷걸음질을 하시는 건가요?
차원 파동 장갑 충전 완료.
Donna's a cutie. Yeah, she's a cool character, man. At first, when I very first saw her, I was like, is she going to be the annoying character of this game? But she's just not. My first major block was Canto 4, requiring me to think, and Canto 5 gave me enough PTSD to max all my ideas as soon as I could. Oh, really? Damn, we got a big filter coming then, chat. Am I going to be cooked? We don't have to worry about that. Yeah. Oh, let me see. Oh my god. Look at that.
충전 기능 점검. 단숨에 정리하도록.
Greg's voice is amazing. Yeah, I think might be the best work in the game. Actually, right? Like everybody does an amazing job, like top tier job, like genuinely, like the whole cast is stellar. I can't think of a voice so far that I've heard where I'm like, ooh, bit rough. But yeah, Greg's VA really does a real good job, right? Yo, Kevin, thanks for the sub, man. It shows as well if they're doing a fucking Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob as well. You know, it shows they've got plenty of range as well, doesn't he? To be fair, actually, probably have him on the Saga. Sinclair on the Clash, yeah. Get him missing. Oh shit, yeah. Let's finish off the staggered. Dante as well does a really good job as well. Yeah. I guess that, yeah, I agree. They all do a brilliant job, don't they? Despite having Spider-Faust, I kept under-leveled enough to force me to lock in and understand the game system in Kanto 3. I've been addicted to combat in this game ever since. Yeah, like, I'm actually genuinely surprised how much I've been liking the combat, because, you know, like, I wouldn't say it was a consensus, but there was a major argument, not argument, like, you know, there was an argumentation people was using, was like, you know, weakest part of this game, probably the combat. And I was always like, well, is that in context to, like, how good the rest of the game is? It's like, for me, I really like the combat, man. I think it's got a real cool design. I think it's more so, a lot of people say that, is that they'd like more replayable endgame content. Yeah, I think that's what I get from it. Which is understandable. That's genuinely understandable, right? Makes sense. You've got something you like, why not? Why not want more of it, right? But yeah, apparently, though, we're getting, we're getting more permanent content, aren't we? Can't repass yet.
내가 시범을 보이지.
People also don't like the gambling, the sanity system evolves. Yeah, yeah. I've heard people. I kind of like that about it. Oh man, I understand people. I'm like, trust me. Sometimes you'll probably change your mind with that when you're getting cooked by it. But at the same time, it kind of has like a, you know, an intensity of like, shit. Are we gonna do this? Combat being weak is unfocused. Counters 9 times out of 10. Yeah, it's the weaker of the two combat forms, right? Because it's like pretty much his Like, other than like getting the resonances and the odd choice here and there with the skill, it is a lot more, you know. Oh, I need one more, man, bastard. More simplistic, right?
거기구나.
The insidious 5%. You rely on that 5%, something went wrong. RNG's not on your side. I was under-leveled and happy with my incline until Canto 5:30. I had to lock the fuck in to understand the game at that point. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping to try and... I'm still far off. I'm still really scratching the surface. But if I can get at least the base levels, then coming to that point, then it shouldn't be too much. It should be more just like, right, let me understand what my characters need to be doing here specifically, right, rather than, fuck, I'm lacking fundamental awareness of what the fuck's going on. You know, like, just through Canto 3, which it seems obvious, right, because now I think about it, because obviously you can put your characters to the defensive skills. You know, just seeing things like there's fake encounters, attacks, should I say, where some of them are like evades. Didn't know that at first, and I was wasting clashes, like, and leaving unopposed attacks on my my operators because I was trying to chase an evasion attack, and it was like a waste of time, right? Where like, as soon as I clocked that, it was like, oh shit, okay, simple thing that's obvious, but game changing, right? Like genuinely game changing. Get his staggered ass. Actually, I'll tell you what. Like that. Don't see Clegg on the pole stag here. Right, it's one of the complaints I have with Limbus. It's still its early guide, especially on Saturday. It took me a while to realise the difference of potency and count numbers. Yeah, I'm still a little bit not sure about all that. Because, like, early game tutorial, really light, right? It kind of leaves you with, alright, now go figure it out yourself, right?
내가 시범을 보이지.
Yeah, I'm thinking,
내가 시범을 보이지.
we'll have a stream where we do that, where we start to learn a little bit more.
지금이 기회인 것 같아. 다음은 어디요?
Learning Limbus combat. Learning Limbus combat stream. Where we get a little bit more, you know, a little bit more in-depth into systems, so when we do hit those walls, we can overcome them. And it's not too embarrassing for me. Right? It's one thing when you guys hit walls in your video games, guys. You can be just like, yo, that was a bit rough. For me, I get showed up on live. Can anyone tell me what this food is meant to be? To be fair though, at the same time, I'm not gonna lie, I love that part of streaming. Like, obviously it sucks when I'm frustrated and I'm trying to figure something out. But like, that part where you're actually struggling a little bit, you know, it's more entertaining, right? You know, it's entertaining to watch a streamer struggle. Of course it's entertaining to watch a streamer go God mode. I'll find it a little bit more entertaining to watch a streamer struggle sometimes, because you can just be like, lol, you suck, you trash in chat, you know? Well, the streamer's saying, fuck you. You see him visibly getting angry. I've been there.
관리자나리 초콜릿이라는 거 참 맛있지 않소? 그래서 넣었지.
Ooh.
그리고
chocolate.
난 감자가 싫기 때문에 비슷해 보이는 오렌지를 대신 넣었어.
Okay.
뭐? 누구 마음대로 감자를 빼냐? 이거 어이없는 새끼네.
Right, baffling bird. Okay. Why is the chicken so brutally torn to bits?
우리 동네에서는 손으로 닭을 쭉쭉 찢어 먹곤 하였지. 참 별미가 아닐 수 없어.
Okay, what's this pulled chicken? What's this black thing? Why is a lump of coal in the pan?
이거 가만 보니까 입도 없는 놈이 트심만 잡네. 너 이거 먹어볼 줄이나 아냐?
Damn, Heathcliff, that's mean. 3 years in, I just learned you can offset. Watch a guy spam egos for an entire boss fight that was all those bricks. You have a better tutorial for Limbus Company from Esco if you want to learn more about the combat. I'm down, yeah? I'm down. When we get to that stream, I'll be down. Ooh. Didn't go down well, right? The chickens rushed at us under the distorted restaurant owner's short yet decisive order. The dude's just got a fucking kitchen knife sticking out his face. Holy shit, bro. There's the self and highest resonance alloy. So, to highest resonance alloy, would that be like same coloured units, right?
이번 차량을 정리한 후에 답드리겠습니다.
Self and highest resonance alloys that have charge apply load equal to charge on self. That's load. Max value 6. Attack skills that consume charge count deal 2.5 damage for value on self. Max 15%. The affected unit is W Corp employee deal plus 5. Okay. So like rip space would benefit from that. How is this some more alloys? Res more alloys. 2 Grimsky equals 2 affected. Okay. Notice plus charge units, right. Yeah, okay. Okay. No, thanks to the sub, man. Max 5 with the alloys. On use at 2 plus charge and 7 to 14 charge. Count consume all charge count on self to gain power plus 1. On use consume 15 charge count to gain point power plus 1. Right, okay. Okay. So, hold up a second, sorry.
이번 차량을 정리한 후에 답드리겠습니다.
So early on, it just gives us a buff. And then at 2 plus, you consume all the charge, count on self to gain power plus 1. And 15, consume 15 charge, count to gain power plus 1. But that buff is at max value 6. What does that specifically mean when it says max value 6? Is that the connected to the charge stacks, or... So say you've got a res of 3, it would be out of 3 alloys. Keep in mind, it's not a res, so they don't need to be next to each other, just anywhere on the board. Right, okay. Just having a little look, not getting too lost on it. I'm just trying to like touch base a little bit. I do think it's going to require me quite a bit more time I'm just trying to make sure I'm not wasting too many skills at the moment. So, would it be worth going in with that rip dimension yet then? There's a maximum value of 6. Its own state is separate from the charge. Right, okay, max set to 6. Okay. Alright, okay. Okay. Let's get this charge on this one because it's slow, right? Build up the charge first. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Ooh. We're gonna end up having one go through here, aren't we? I don't think how we can get away with it, right? It's inevitable, yeah. Just gonna be on the poles, right? We just don't have the speed for it, right?
내 앞을 막을 자는 없어.
Kicking with a funny chef hat. Oh shit, yeah, he's at the back here. I even noticed that one. Oh, he's got his little chef hat on. They are actually kind of cute, right? They are actually kind of cute. Okay, this is alright then. We got some evades here, so we can concentrate on these staggered dice now, can't we? We got freaking. No, in a situation like that, would we be better off just like defensive? Going for a defensive. Considering we want to consume 6 charge there, and we really want to sack a bit more charge for this as well, don't we? Would we be better off just switching to a defensive skill here? So, nah, it's evade, so it won't really matter, right? I don't know, because we ain't going to have anybody attacking us here, are we, either? So, who would actually tie that to? One of the staggered ones, because they're the only ones going to clash, right? What happens if you clash a defensive skill with an evade? Obviously, I don't want to go for the evade. But what does a defensive skill do against an evade? Probably get me Ocean W co-oping someday. The offset. Right. Cancels the evade defensive skill. Okay, so is that how we do that so then we can launch an attack on that offset? When you offset a defensive, it prevents it from activating. And that's how you can then follow up, I'm assuming follow up with another attack to deal with that enemy, yeah, to clear it quicker. Only it works with evade. Alright, I want to try this. I'm kind of curious about trying that. Evading defense skill counters don't apply. Have to do that first. You clash defense, you offset, aka disables it. Oh, okay. That's just slow. No offset, okay. So, wait a minute, so I'm curious, like, so then could I follow up with like that after that? Or would I want to do But I want to do that first. Say, like, if I want Sinclair to follow up an attack on that right, would I Sinclair target first and then the defensive move go next? To make sure it says offset. I need a slower unit, right? So, what if I add... Let's just get Sinclair. I don't want to stagger. Oh shoot. Again, stagger this one, yeah. It's staggered one. Okay, that's his offset, yeah. So offset, and then Don should be able to attack, right? It says unopposed, so I'm assuming that's going to go through, right? Let's try it. Let's try it, see what happens.
단숨에 정리하도록.
지금이 기회인 것 같소.
That worked, yeah. As long as attacking skill marked as unopposed and the defense skill size offset, then you're in the clear. Sweet, okay. Alright, we're learning. We're learning, guys. We're figuring things out. Okay. Alright. Okay, I'm happy with that. Buzzing. Lovely, lovely. Ooh, struggling. Ooh, still straight struggling, yeah. I'll just go for a defensive skill there. Well, I have Sinclair coming and save the day. Well, if I just pop Ego instead. Maybe I should do that.
거기구나.
No defense triggered skill offset. Struggling time for Ego. Unless it's a counter.
여행엔 목적이 있었지.
Okay, that's sick. Got a fucking gunblade. Didn't do massive amounts of damage there, but still, gunblade's fucking cool. No matter how much damage it does.
지금이 기회인 것 같소.
Yeah, let's rip some space on this. Let's rip some ass on that fucking raw chicken. So, that wouldn't work. It evade against an evade, right? I would imagine, right? Counters can't be offset since the trigger after being attacked. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I'm curious, like... Oh, it does. It's really the same... speed. What will that mean? It doesn't say offset though, does it? It says unopposed though. Evade on evade works. I'm kind of curious to... What's what happens?
내가 시범을 보이지.
Oh, you evaded the first one though, yeah. Was it because it was the same speed? If it was slow, would it just straight work? Is it because they were both the same speed then? If you were to reselect the evade and place it back over the skill, it would have re-offset. Okay, because it... Yeah, okay. Because it was the same speed... Okay. Right, okay. Okay. As long as you fast your clash also. Evolve recent skill redirect when trying to offset clash or do an opposed attack. So didn't need the... Even if I had the offset as last... Applied it last, would it? Okay, I'm sort of getting it. I think I'm still a bit off here. As I do it more, I'm a learner as I do. It's starting to make a bit of sense to me though. It's interesting. I like the mechanic. Yeah, the combat's fire in this game. Obviously, I've still got a really base level understanding here, like super basic, but it's fire, man. I actually really like it. Yeah, I think definitely at the moment, Limbus Enfield and Arc Knights are by far my favourite gacha game. Game's fire. Ooh, we got staggered there. Oof. Alright, let's get that off, huh? Yeah, defense skills or dominating skills should be placed last to toggle defense skills. Or dominator skill should be placed last to dogpile your phone. Okay. I want to place that last one. That's just because it's too quick, yeah. Hold on. Oh. Double click, yeah, to reset. What if... No, that don't work, does it? Because it's too slow, yeah. Because it's too slow, right? I'm saying this is more difficult compared to playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, it's the skill I have. Is it? Double click the skill? Remove it? Oh, okay, there we go. If you're too slow, I think you should focus on the lower speed enemy. Let's just focus on the little stagger buddies over here first. Dictating what white chickens? No. I'm trying to get my head around the offsetting a little bit.
제압 완료. 승객 복원 준비.
I've managed to offset in the last fight, and I'm just trying to figure it out a little bit more. Welcome to the stream as well. Nah, we ain't getting whooped by the chickens at the minute now. We're slapping them a bit, really, but just trying to learn a bit as we go while we're in some of the easier content, you know what I mean? Maybe I should pull that off there. Either way, we're gonna have somebody left open, right? Don't want it to be Ryoshu though, really, if I'm honest. Better off it being Sinclair, to be fair. And this...
충전 기능 점검.
Somebody's going to end up being on a pose, right? He got roulette ego gift, such a weird one. Over this type, just ignore the dodge and defense using enemy unless they're also attacking at the same time. Focus on staggered and enemies. Yeah. I'm just trying to get my head around the offset a little bit while it's not necessary to be successful at, you know what I mean? Because then if I fuck it up, it's just like, okay, we're good. Rather than be in a position where I'm like, oh shit, I need to make sure I'm successful here. But no, you guys are right, you're right.
충전 기능 점검. 단숨에 정리하도록.
Nah, you ain't gotta apologise. You gotta apologise, son. I appreciate the, again, like for me, I'm totally cool with people giving suggestions and stuff when it comes to my streams. Backseating's different, because I consider backseating as like, yo, do this, do that, do this, you know. Honestly, I appreciate the input. Yeah, it's good shooting that. Oh no, it's not good, is it? There's a...
내가 시범을 보이지.
Better to learn now than be unprepared. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, like, you know what I mean? Better to know something when you don't need it than not to know it when you need it, right, I guess. Yo, City Sweeper, appreciate the sub, man.
내 앞을 막을 자는 없어.
Honestly, the game is frighteningly well balanced. Big's got this. Hopefully we will have. Yeah, OG Charge, like, what he has here is definitely more straightforward to learn. Yeah, I think we've got a decent team, or some decent units in terms of, like, you know, allowing it to be, like you say, straightforward for me. It's faster than people with literally space of ripping technology on gods.
아니, 이게 어떻게 된 일이오? 먹지도 않았는데 숫자가 깎여버리지 않았어.
Damn! Don's food was that bad. He said it's not even worth evaluating since what you said of it scared away his appetite. Holy shit!
음절수에 비해 너무 해석이 길지 않나?
Don can't do anything right, man. Bro tasted that with his eyes and was like, fuck no. I might be a distorted human with mouths for arms and raw chickens at my command, but I ain't eating that. Even I ain't eating that. Hold it. Let me ask you guys this first. Have any of you ever tasted this thing? Even tasted this thing, sorry. can't just feed other things you haven't tried yourselves. We're trying to please someone here.
아, 시계 자식. 오랜만에 맞는 소리를 하는군. 누가 먹어볼래?
When your eldritch horror won't eat your food, that you right, so you know you fucked up. I recommend getting used to the tap keywords in passive bosses. It's a good exercise. Okay. Been stuck in the Ark Knights event, not realizing how to use ego until the last event fight because it explained that after the beginning tutorial. The tension was thicker than when we were preparing for battle.
나를 그런 눈으로 보지 마시오.
이 한 몸 희생해서 세상의 비틀림을 돌려놓을 수만 있다면.
I love the way Don speaks. Help us unfurl the wickedness of the world. Don Quixote shut her eyes tight.
젠장 답답하네. 아무나 좀 먹어보란 말이야.
Heathcliff grabbed a lump out of the serving and shoved it into the nearest person's mouth. I thought he was gonna try it, but he's like, nah, fuck that, somebody else can eat it. It's Merzel. Merzel stood completely still at the unexpected taste test. Did that kill him on the spot?
이번에 본인은 정말 아무 짓도 하지 않았어. 베르길리우스 나리가 혹여나 책임을 묻는다면.
Merzel turned to Heathcliff very slowly.
전
뭐?
전반적으로 간이 잘못되었다. 닭고기를 적절하게 익히지 못하여 비린내와 잡내를 잡는 것에 실패했고 소스는 지나치게 걸쭉해서 깊은 맛이 나지 않는다. 닭고기를 너무 들쭉날쭉히 도막냄으로써 사용자의 입맛을 돋구지 못한다.
Bro, damn. Dude, I think we need Merzel to cook right. Isn't he French as well? Probably the best guy to get cooking right.
뭐? 이거 미쳤어? 말 다 했냐?
아니, 끝이 아니다. 간 조합이 너무나 엉망진창. 그걸 먹은 내 입도 진창. 당신은 설탕이 부족하다고 버터 2스푼 반을 잘라 담고 허나 내 입
What's the blaster? End result simply belongs right in the gutter.
미안하오.
My French autistic goat, you know.
이상. 당신은 이름값을 하는 건지 이상한 음식을 이상하게 만드는 건 내 일을 상하게 할 이상인가? 내 이야기는 여기까지. 이상.
Ding dong notions of what food is to you all along.
변명의 여지가 없군.
잠깐, 쟤 뭐에 씌인 거 아니야?
보통의 사람들은 자세히 이야기할수록 핵심을 받아들이지 못하더군. 그러니 지금까진 구태여 길게 이야기하지 않으려 한 것이다. 그리고
Bro likes to keep it simple because people ain't ready for his scathing attacks. Is that what it is?
그럼 이번에는 메르소 씨가 요리를 하시면 되겠네요.
Honglu swiftly made a suggestion with a shower of claps to break the frigid tension before his turn to be condemned came around.
저희가 물심양면으로 도와드릴게요.
나는 조수를 두는 걸 선호하는 편이 아니다.
걱정 마시오. 실망시키지 않겠어.
So Rob was just standing here watching everything go to shit while his cooking potentials probably great. Don Quixote bravely exclaimed, rolling up her sleeves.
요리는 내 전문 분야가 아니지만 뜻이 그렇다면 기꺼이
Oh, so it's not his specialty. Let's have a look at Ryoshu's team then. Well, there was a spectacle occurring on Gregor's team. The air had grown tense around Ryoshu's crew.
하지만 대체 짜면서도 싱거워야 하고 너무 달진 않아야 하지만 달콤해야 하고 너무 익혀서는 안 되지만 적당히 탄 음식은 대체 어떻게 만들어야 하는 건데요?
Sinclair yelled, throwing the apron he had been wearing to the floor.
못 해먹겠어요. 차라리 이스마엘 씨가 말한 것처럼 히스클리프 씨와 팔씨름에서 이기는 게 더 쉬울지도 모르겠네요.
How much emotion these guys are expressing, and it's not even just like because they know they need to help this guy. They don't even fuck. They just want to be the winner in terms of the cooking competition.
그건 그냥 농담으로.
확률적으로 계산한다면 그건 싱클레어 씨 키가 일주일 안에 5cm 이상이 자랄 수 있다는 것만큼 터무니없는 말.
조용히 해요.
Cooking.
다 똑같으니까.
고작 그 정도의 충고에도
Aren't these idiots great? They really are. It is it is a good group of characters, right? And I think again, going down the route of not having an ever expanding roster of characters, that it allows for like more time spent with them on an individual basis, right? So it makes them even more interesting and actual fleshed out characters with the genuine character. Don't get me wrong, I love collecting my waifus in these games as well, but you know, when you're constantly moving on to the new shiny thing, you lose a little bit, don't you?
그렇게 자신 있으시면 오티스 씨가 직접 해보는 게 어떠세요?
As courageous as his rebuttal was, his eyes were shut tight.
어쩔 수 없군.
Sinclair getting the Limbus backseating experience.
비켜서라 패잔병들. 결국 이 몸이 나서야 하는 것인가?
Oh shit, Ulster is stepping in as well. In a series of turbulent events I didn't fully catch, Marcel took up Gregor's culinary antennae and Hope Blanche? I don't know how to pronounce that. The kitchen grew busy as Gregor's sinners moved according to Marcel's order.
마르소군! 이것 보시오! 귀엽게 별 모양으로 깎아봐!
감자는 정사각형으로 반드시 잘라야 한다. 골고루 익혀야 하기 때문이다.
거치마!
정사각형 5cm.
Marcel looked more charismatic than ever with the mantle of head chef upon his shoulders.
이게 뭐야?
Rose in his element, yeah.
거기서 거기겠지.
It's French, close enough. True. I do troll with the language.
잃어버린 레시피라는 것도 알고 보면
But you can't say anything, they'll be in
정성 한
English.
스푼, 노력 3스푼 반 이런 거 아니었을까?
Most people outside of England look at Worcestershire and Leicester and they're like, Worcestershire? Leicester?
아, 감자는 이렇게 요리하는 것이었군요.
설마 바삭하게 구워진 채로 수확되는 거라고 생각했냐?
아, 저를 바보 취급하시는군요. 때가 되면 무르익은 감자
suits
열매가
Mercel.
나무에서 떨어지는 것 정도는 알고 있어요.
Only ripe potatoes fall from their trees when the time is right. Oh my days.
농담이에요, 히스클리프
Okay, he's just
씨.
joking.
어? 왜 갑자기 다지기용 방망이를 들고?
감자에 말갛게 꽃이 피었어. 아, 이런 척박한 환경에도 결국 봉우리는 튀우는구려.
독이 있던
I got had by the rage, mate. I did. I was like, what did Rose saying?
압수하도록.
Potato trees?
알겠네!
아니래요. 탄 것은 탄 것대로 의미가 있어. 사실 탔다는 것은 인간들이 정의하는 허구의 개념일 뿐이고 그 본질은 변한 것이 아닐지도 모르오.
고온에 장시간 노출이 되어 겉표면이 일정색 이상 변질되었고 매캐한 냄새가 나는 걸 타는 것이라고 한다. 그리고 이것은 안까지 탔군. 장기적인 섭취를 할 경우 몸에 부정 반응을 일으킬 수 있으므로 버려야 옳다.
섭섭하오.
Mercel became a ruthless chef, while Yisang remained mostly unhelpful. Heathcliff was peeling ingredients at a surprisingly brisk pace.
말 걸지 마. 집중력 깨지니까. 칼 따위는 사치야. 진정한 가난뱅이는 쇠숟가락 하나만으로도 모든 감자를 벗겨낼 수 있는 법이니까.
합격이다. 비스듬한 방향으로 깎은 것에 노련미가 보인다는 점에서 가산점을 주겠다.
아싸!
똑바로 보도록. 재료는 골고루 넣어야 한다.
How excited to get him by being praised and doing well at cooking.
전 아직 성장기란 말이에요.
아마도요. 그리고 영양을 불균형하게 섭취하니까 머리가 그렇게 하얗게 새는 거지.
파우스트는 본래
손이 그렇게 거칠어지게 된 것도 다 편식 때문에 그런 거다.
네? 이건 오랜 뱃일 때문에 그런 거예요.
오티스 씨, 나는 어때?
정신없게 소리 지르지 마라. 경박스럽다.
Oh, she's just roasting everybody.
아직
Okay.
모자라.
I've really enjoyed this actually. I wasn't sure. I didn't know what to expect. I don't think I expected this. Like, obviously, I know Kanto 2 was a little bit more. Still had crazy moments. Was a little bit more light-hearted in comparison, specifically to the like 0 to 100 of Kanto 1. Of like, oh, okay, all right, I get this is what this game's about, right? I like this. I like this how it's a lot more light-hearted and fun, you know? We're not really dealing with any like, well, obviously we're trying to help this dude out, which I guess is a major problem, and people getting ate by chickens, raw chickens. But yeah, this is dope. Does he have a different log? Yeah, the same, yeah. Are they all weak to... Oh, gotta stop yawning, man. I don't... For you guys who live in warmer countries, and you need AC, because I've got AC in my room for like when it gets hot when I'm having to work in here. Because obviously UK houses are like thick brick walls, so like it only has to get to like 25 degrees, 30 degrees in the UK and it gets red hot in the house. When you got AC on, like, does it make you like tired? I'm not tired. I swear my AC makes me yawn when I've got my AC on. It's just in my head. I miss the music of this Intervallo. Hell's chicken indeed. Such a nice palate cleanser, yeah. Perfect, isn't it, really? The world is bleak and cruel, not all the time, though. And not all the people are either, yeah? Antoine is here as a cute side character, just like other gachas. And she's dead. Murdered in a very graphic way. Welcome to Project Moon. For real. Time for dungeons. Alright, let's go. Oh, AC makes me dry inside out. I wish I had AC. It's only May. It already feels too warm. Yeah, like, I'm not one of those Brits that's like, it's too hot. Like, because it's never too hot for me outside, because we get dry heat typically. Our humidity's really quite low. But yeah, it can be like a sauna sometimes in this house. Especially considering this house is built around the turn of the century, I think so. This house is like, it was on the, I think it was on the 1910 census. So, like, it's a good bit. It's at least 115, 16 years old. And it's got proper, you know, thick brick walls. So like, it can be sometimes, I think, man, it feels like 10, 15 degrees hotter than what it is outside. Okay. Alright, let's go down to that's it, so I don't remember that. We're all good there, we're all good there. We can just lamp into the other guys, yeah.
내가 시범을 보이지.
공간을 뭉갠다.
I'm just happy I'm coastal. The wind's always got a nice little chill to it. Yeah, I'm slap bang in the middle of the Midlands there, so there's no pleasant escape from me. Like I'm lucky I've got a really nice garden. Lots of water features, which obviously don't help the temperature, but you can pretend it's like a placebo, right? You hear the water trickling in the little water feature, and you're like, oh, I can imagine I'm by water. Maybe I'll feel a bit cooler. Yeah. It doesn't often work. Nice splash there. Sorry, 2 seconds. Ross has just messaged me. Probably just chat. Yeah, it's just don't really matter here, does it? Doesn't really matter. Oh shit, actually, that does matter though. Put that there. Yeah, okay. Oh, who's missing? I forgot to book code down. Yeah, see that. Currently 21, seeing Poland feels like 27, but with cold wind, so it's weird as fuck. Last 2 nights, so it was -2 + 1 degrees. Yeah, I think you get sort of similar weather to us sometimes. Dry heat with no windows, super humidity. See, I think to have a tiny bit of humidity, but I don't like humidity at all. I don't. You know, the type of weather I'll take is like Greece. You know what I mean? Give me like Zante weather, like height of summer, 30 to 35 degrees, pretty dry heat. But obviously, it's even better when you're somewhere like that because you're not far from the coast pretty much at all times, right? So, and plus usually you're on holiday, so it's like, oh, jump in the pool. It's a bit different when you're having to work in it, isn't it? Well, much different actually. Oh, we can consume this charge. All right, let's consume that on that staggered unit then, shall we? Let's get bro fighting there. Don't need the charge tonight. Alright, nice open attack on the staggered unit. Wait. I live in Indonesia and the humidity is worse even with the AC. Yeah. I don't know if I could deal with that. It's one of the things like I want to go to Japan as well, but like, you know, yeah, humidity's not something I'm a fan of, man. As a holiday though, it's not so bad, right? It's different when you're having to live and work in it though. Yeah, I don't do very well with humidity at all. Like I said, I'd rather take blazing sun scorching you than that. I hate being sweaty as well. Ah, okay, I see what that means. You see now, because our units have that when we haven't applied an attack, right? What we saw earlier when it was a body part that wasn't doing anything yet. Okay. Starting to notice some of the visual cues now.
내가 시범을 보이지.
Phantoms are rough, yeah. I'll say, my dad's ex-wife, parents, like, he used to have like, white dude, like, but he used to have like proper bouncy hair, like fucking afro, like a loose afro. And like when he went to Japan, literally, like, say I'd go out and my hair would just fucking droop from the humidity, like. We got a couple. It's alright, it's just evade anyway, so it's all good. boys yet, have I? What can I do a charge leap? Yeah, let's do a charge leap. Yeah!
내 앞을 막을 자는 없어.
Danny and both, welcome to Australia. Sweltering heat and humidity in the same day. Oh man, I can imagine. Oh, I probably couldn't actually, but I would love to go to Australia though. I like that. Japan's a place I really want to go to. I'd love to go to Australia. I'd like to go to Canada as well. I really want to go to America as well at some point. Might be, I don't know, like, we was planning to either go to America this year or next, but I don't know what's happening now, because I don't think we're going abroad this year. But I think Rosie really wants to go back to Greece, just the two of us next year. So, I don't know. But yeah, I do want to go to America as well. Like, we was supposed to be doing it, like me, Rosie, my sister, my brother-in-law as well. Can I repass? No, I can't. I can get some charge to repass, though, can't I?
내가 시범을 보이지.
You need to check the channel Japan Eats for some places to check it. Do you know the sort of content I've been watching recently, which I've been finding fascinating? You've probably seen it popping up a lot recently, like, you know, these like videos from people in China of like, you know, 36-year-old Chinese man who lives alone goes out at like 3 a.m. or something. There's one dude, I think it's Zaza. Is it Zaza Eats? Like, where he's like, I'm single at 36 and I love my life, like, you know, and he like goes out and just, I think he lives in, Guangzhou? It's like a mega city, right? I think there's like 18 million people or something living there. And like, it's like a 24-hour city, kind of like London and New York, like. And I'm fascinated by them channels. There's another one I watch. I don't know if it's Zaza Eats. There was another one with a woman where she's definitely a little bit more down. She's single, and she said she was born in like 89, I think. She's in her 30s. But she was born when it was China's one-child policy and you had to be married to have a kid. And her mum had her out of wedlock, and like for the first few years of her life, she was considered a ghost baby because like she wasn't able to get to school because she wasn't able to be registered and stuff like. And like she works an office job now, like, and there's another one I watch as well. I'm just fascinated by him because like you get to see that other side of China. I'm surprised like she's still uploading actually, because I know the CCP allow it, right? Because obviously YouTube's banned over there, but like they allow it to some degree, don't they? Where it's considered, as long as you're not being negative about China, it's kind of considered almost you know, positive. I don't even know if it's necessarily, well, I suppose positive propaganda in a sense. But man, there is some really cool places in China as well, and the cost as well for some of the stuff is like, damn, compared to over here, it's like that's insanely cheap. You know what I mean? But yeah, I've been fascinated watching some of those channels recently. Been finding them really interesting. Can I repass? I can repass, boys. Let's repass all over his face, and then we should be able to finish off Bucko right now. Yeah, actually, I'll tell you what. Instead of Ryoshu doing that, let's have Ryoshu do that, right? Because these two should be finished off with just one attack, right? Okay. Come here to Indonesia, Pigs. I'm just going to show you around. I'd love to, honestly. I've always said to the missus, like, you know, if I came into a massive amount of money, I think I'd have like a couple of years in my life where I just did that. I'd, you know, I wouldn't sell. I wouldn't get rid of my house or anything like that, or do anything like that. Like, well, I don't know what I'd have to do there. I'd probably sort something out. maybe let a family member live here for a bit. But yeah, I'd love to have a couple of years just training, traveling.
처리할 시간이야 뭐지.
I really would. Why America has to be one of the worst places to go now? Well, I think if you look at like if you want to get entrenched in like political reasons, maybe like, but America's got some amazing places, man. Like everybody I've known that's gone to America, they've usually had sort of negative opinions on tip culture. But that's a different culture, right? But them like the people was amazing, you know. And I've not known anybody who's been to America that I've known in real life, of course, that's come back from America and been like, yeah, that was shit. Like they've all said, oh, it was brilliant, man. The people was amazing, places were amazing. You know what I mean? So what then? Yeah, I've always wanted to get to America. That's alright, it's my average, my units are fine. My units are fine, right, the ones I'm going to use. The ones I'm going to use are... I'd only go to meet friends but not for tourism. I'd love to go to, Texas. I'd love to get to Miami. I've always wanted to get to San Francisco. Not so much New York anymore. I'd love to go to the Midwest as well. I think I'd definitely like to get to Oregon as well. If I had the opportunity to. I think I'd like to go a couple of times because America's so big, right? It's not anything you can even. Well, no country you can really, but it's not something you can even contemplate doing a percentage of in one journey. You know what I mean? But yeah, there's a couple of places I'd like to go. You know when I only have 2 chances left, right, team? How about we start with mersalts made by the following formula to a T? Okay. Paired with pinpoint precision, mersalt's dish looked like a picture in a cookbook come to life. Vic's working out on the beach. Right, we have something that looks like an actual serving. So that's a good start. Way too risky, couldn't go to the States. No way risking it either to not get in or out. As long as your travel visas are all good, man. You should really have no issues at all. I don't know anybody who's gone to America in the last couple of years who've had any issues. After having a taste of mersalt's work, the restaurant owner quietly savoured it, contemplating for a while. Oh. Oh. Oh, is this good? I had to ruminate on this dish for a long time. It was an excellent serving in all tangible ways. The smell, the taste, the presentation. Yet, I felt it was still missing something I couldn't quite describe with words. No! Not enough! And that was professionalism as a cook. An ironic smidgen of a blemish with imperfection. Uh-oh. That is why this dish cannot get a pass, unfortunately.
갑자기 품격 있는 심사위원장이 된 것 같네요.
Why don't we get him some chicken from the other chicken place?
누가 저 새끼 가면 벗겨봐.
Someone took the mask off that blighter's head. The only thing distorted about him might be his crooked attitude. Dude, I love Heathcliff. Oh, we're hitting the French now. Things with cops and hospitals in the States deter me from wanting to go. Not particularly like anything it has in terms of tourism, also. I'm sorry to be a little bit worried about racism. I suppose it does depend on where you come. I think... I don't know, I think sometimes Americans get a bad rap, man. I think like Brits do as well, you know what I mean? I think sometimes the media can make people look far worse than what they are. Do you know what I mean? I think it's like any country, right? I think you look at... I think about it with like places like China and stuff as well. Like, you know, like so many countries get a a much worse rep than what they deserve for the most part. Well, I suppose, you know, hard to deny it is definitely people are going to have different experiences, right? Are going to have different experiences. There are plenty of horror stories of Euros getting detained and held sometimes for weeks since the Orange took over. So I've known people go to America quite regularly since Bro's been in and never had a single issue. Not long ago, my sister and my brother-in-law went and had an amazing time. Remember, right, there's a Chilean tourist who almost got taken into ICE custody for Spanish means illegal, right? Well, you know, I ain't denying there's probably obviously cases of it, right? TSA, ICE and the cops. That's something actually edible. You're going to be able to provide a critique. Nevertheless, I hold no regrets over this battle. At least the chickens aren't bum rushing us this time. True. We've only one chance left. Hostess brought her dish to the table. It looks neat. Nothing too fancy, but simple and clean. All these couple of needles on the dish for Otis. They look like a clock's hands.
관리자님을 존경하는 마음을 담아 소박하게나마 장식을 해보았습니다.
She's a suck up, yeah. As a British person yourself, how close to a real British Heathcliff? Some of his mannerisms are a bit there, yeah. Oh, I'd give a bonus points if I could. Heathcliff is the average Birmingham resident. His teeth look normal. Slander. You know what? It's funny. I say this often. I think in the teeth health index, we're not top anymore, but we are like one of the highest countries in the world for teeth health. Actually, I think we actually surpass America on multiple years, which are considered the teeth guys of the world, right? I think that started in the 70s, right? And I swear the news always, when they're interviewing somebody, they always seem to find the person with the worst teeth in Britain. It's mad. Oh, I think we've got a winner here, chat. The comment that followed from the owner was too sensational for me to put into words.
우리 이게 뭐니? 왜 머리에 해괴망측한 가면이나 쓰고 있는 거야?
Oh, it's hit bro in his memories, yeah?
엄마 때는 말이야. 별별 일 다 겪어도 어떻게든 사라졌어. 고작 그런 거 가지고 낙담하면 이 험한 세상을 어떻게 살아갈래 정말?
Quick find the dude with the nastiest move. I'll swear they do it, man. My mother was always like that. Rather than kind and caring words, she would scold me with her nitpicky lectures. She was so particular about chicken too, rarely touching a piece that anybody else would take in a heartbeat. Running this restaurant, I'd forgotten something important.
어머니.
There's a chance the distortion or whatever on him is weakening.
이것 보세요. 사장님 앞에 어디론가
Some
향하는
kind of
문
door has
같은 것이
appeared next to him.
생겨났어요. 이 안으로 들어가야 하는 걸까요?
We're going to be going into his subconscious here.
대체 OT 요리는 뭐가 달랐던 거야?
진입하지 제군들. 끝장을 보러 간다.
Hostess of all people having the best dish. Oh, okay. Look at the fucking background. What the fuck? Just chickens everywhere. How far can you go? Okay. Is that going up a chicken's butt? Are we going into a chicken's butt at the end there? Is that what's happening, chat? Is what the fuck's happening? Yo, Shinalto, thank you very much for the sub, man. Appreciate ya. Thank you. Following a crispy scent, we stand at the entrance of a dungeon of the Fathoms. In an empty space, we find a lone vending machine. Where does it get its power? Besides that, what's this uncanny feeling? Standing in front of the vending machine, we see rows of buttons. Press one of the buttons on the top row, gain a burn ego gift. Press one of the buttons on the middle row, gain a rupture ego gift. Press one of the buttons on the bottom. Won't be better for me. Burn's not good for me, right? Burn's not good for me. Rupture might be alright. What's a keyword list? Is that just anything? It's just random. I mean, the average Brit doesn't know when the dental care is on top. Keyword list. An ego gift drops from the machine with a clunk. We try pressing the other buttons just in case, but the machine doesn't respond. Still caught in the lingering sense of deja vu, we decide to move on. What's this? Illusory hunt. Focusing counter start. Apply 2 damage up to all allies. It's alright, right? That's actually okay. Okay. Affects anything regardless of... Oh, okay. Okay. Alright, that's cool then. Is that a good order? Damage up is massive in Limbus. Really good. Okay. Okay. Alright, cool. Very much.
예술이란 것을 보여주지.
Back to these dudes. Let's get that charge. These weak to slash, yeah, if I remember right. Yeah.
내 앞을 막을 자는 없어.
We could have set that to a defensive skill or something, right? The keyword is just mean an item. Yeah, I think so, pretty much, yeah.
제압 완료. 승객 보관 준비.
I was thinking at first it might have just been random. But, it's more of a general one, yeah.
충전 기능 점검. 단숨에 정렬.
Yeah, boys, I started playing Final Fantasy 14 again yesterday. And back to my, my Marauder. Man, it's been that long since I played. I had to whip out my, my Razor Naga. Felt fucking awkward as fuck otherwise. Resonance. I think if a lot of these keyword gives a specific site, it's a good bit better. Keyword, this is good all around, and no matter what you run. Yeah. Makes sense, makes sense. Some folks are blocking the way. They're sitting on a deck yelling at each other. Look at this succulent piece. Just make me think of that. And what is a crime? Eating a succulent Chinese meal? Look at this succulent piece. The rich juice running down the fibres of luscious meat. This is what chicken is about. Wrong. This piece has a clean taste, with not an ounce of grease tainting the tongue. This is the real deal. The two turn around at the same time to face you. You there, tell us which is better. Ooh. I don't like grease, but at the same time, you want your chicken to be succulent, right? You worry that the latter might be dry. Chicken's chicken, duh. Gotta be a drumstick, all rich and juicy. Breast, of course, unsullied and spotless. I am a breast man when it comes to chicken. I am a breast man when it comes to chicken. Dry chicken sucks, it does. Yeah. I am a breast man. Don't really matter what we choose here, right? I'm assuming. The breast, of course, unsullied and spotless. There ain't no way you give up this banquet of juiciness. It's fat, not just juice. The breast is healthy, light, comes in hefty servings and easy to eat. It's obviously the reasonable choice. The person holding a piece of chicken breast pleasantly remarked, "Here, a reward for you. Take this breast." A sizable piece was brought out of the bucket. "Best of luck with your gains. I hope you stay healthy." Unsure of what you're supposed to gain, you left the table with a chicken breast. What are you supposed to gain? Fucking gains, man. A bit of protein. Dry to the bone breasts obtained. Oh no, it's dry to the bone. Not the biggest, but yeah. Like, I like chicken wings when they're like, you know, whatever flavors. Like I like Korean style chicken wings actually. Yeah, I'm more of a breast enjoyer, man. Not a big fan of like I don't like chicken drumsticks. Not for me. The gains are real. Nicely cooked breast. Yeah, definitely a titty man when it comes to chicken. Not too fast here.
충전 기능 점검. 단숨에 정리.
I love these dudes' design. I'd love a little figurine of these guys. I think they're awesome, actually. I'd actually kind of like a set of figurines for all of these with the style they're in the game, not like the art style, but actually the in-game chibi style. I'd love a little figurine of these guys, man. They're awesome. I genuinely really like the design. No, we got the charge to consume. We can't rip Ash yet, unfortunately. I guess it's now smaller than the chicken tail would have given 2 gig. Oh, does he? They have an official Chibi Gregor pillow. Yeah. Yeah, what's oh Botska? Botikska? Sorry, what was she? Hello. I believe they had 2D standees of some of the IDs, but not full-on 3D figures. Yeah, that would have been really cool, man. I'd love something like that. Oh, rip space. Damn. The resonance with ripping ass would have been lovely. I said it right, did I? Hey, let's go. I mean, that was a fluke, to be fair, but I'll take it. Oh, really, are they? Yeah, I do enjoy purchasing a little figurine here and there. Dude, the shadow there, you can't see it. Benny's mum looked like she got a little beard. What is going on here? What is going on here? That looks so sus. A bright spotlight shines on a portion of the noisy area. It seems as though the chickens are attending a ball. That's the tango. Looking at their movements, which might be a dance or a tussle, you notice sauce leaking from one of them. He doesn't seem to be aware of this. This is fucked up, bro. Oh, look at his little eyes as well. Alert it truthfully. Run a lust check. Pass to gain an ego. You saw nothing. Select to gain an ego gift. 50% chance. Give a few subtle hints. I feel like we should alert it. Tango marinade. You saw nothing. Okay. Perhaps it noticed to become lighter. It suddenly performed a highly technical move. Astonishing. The chickens around it stopped their dances and watched its performance mesmerized. Soon enough, they approached the performer, letting out screams that sounded like cheers. They walked out of the light, tossing the special one up and down as a celebration. All that remained was the spilled sauce. What the fuck? We got Tango Marinade. Okay. Allies gain clash power by half their speed against opponents with lower speed. Okay. Alright, cool. Yeah, you're more than welcome. Send me a friend, yeah. Friend request, yeah.
검 끝을 바라본다.
Oh yeah, so if I give lots of players, is he? Actually, probably should have had Sinclair with a clash, really, sometimes.
승객 무력 확인.
Doesn't matter, we're cooking these chickens anyway. Spatchcock chicken on the go here. Flat. Oh shit, does Winrate just put it all into one? Is that the best way to go? Surely we don't need all of it in one, right? Pretty cool! Yeah, okay. Winrate cooked me there. Would have cooked me.
차원 파동 장갑 충전 완료.
My favourite part of the combat system is how the longer a clash goes on for, the faster two units get. Under certain circumstances, you can just have two units clashing at absurd speeds. Oh, really? I think one of my favourite things so far was in Kanto 3. We had that moment at the start and in that dungeon run where it was like the fight went south kind of quick. And we managed to turn it around and it was so satisfying. It was so satisfying. It was really enjoyable, actually. I'm going to worry about the offset at the minute. Till you finish Canton 4, which unlocks a better XP farming stage. Okay. Oh, let's focus on a single main team. When you're starting out in Limbus, it's kind of like Arknights where everybody's... Yeah, I've noticed that. Like, I'm already low on resources, even with just concentrating on this one team, so yeah. Makes sense. Recommend putting on the Merciful banner. The rate is weird when the enemy is staggered on focused encounter. Yeah, it was just like, ignore the other dude. Here's Chef Hat. Hey, Joe. Okay, we need to offset now, don't we? Come on up. Right, so if I do this, right? Got the charge tune there. And then is it the last one? That's it, yeah. High speed. Last one. Offset. Rest are unopposed, yeah.
처리할 시간이야 머저리들. 제압 완료. 승객 보관 준비.
Okay. Alright. I think with the units you have now, you don't really need to focus on a specific team, though. You'll be fine even if you're in the current canton. Oh, really? Okay, that's good to hear.
검 끝을 바라본다.
Having visions I've never seen before. These must be his memories.
충격을 받아서 부분적으로 기억을 잃어버렸던 장면일 수도 있겠군요.
Is this his old restaurant, yeah? Looks like a nice place.
찾아내기
Bro was
힘들었어.
jacked, wasn't he?
특급 비밀 레시피라고 해서 매우 철저하게 숨겨져 있을 줄 알았는데.
Bro definitely spent most of his days doing biceps, triceps and forearms. Looked like he skipped shoulders, skipped fucking chest, and just went straight to fucking arm workouts. Bro was a unit. Finally found it. I thought he'd keep his top secret recipe locked up tight. Oh, bro jacked the recipe. Bro jacked the recipe. True, he was eating a lot of chicken. All them protein gains, to be fair. To be fair.
그건 우리 식당 레시피? 어떻게 찾아낸 거지?
Bro, just strangle him. Fold him like a cheap lawn chair.
스파이를 파견했다. 최저 시급으로도 1시간 일찍 나와서 오픈 준비를 해줄 아르바이트생이 진짜로 존재할 거라고 생각했나?
왜 이런 짓을?
어쩔 수 없어. 본사에서 제시한 만큼의 실적을 못 낸다면 우리 가게는 문을 닫을 수밖에 없다고.
그래도 레시피는 전부 내 머릿속에 있어. 설탕 2스푼, 간장 1스푼 반의 다진 마늘.
소용없어. 개념 소각기에 넣을 생각이거든. 머릿속 기억까지 영영 사라지겠지.
Oh. So this is where those things come into effect, yeah. Literally gonna have it removed from his memory, yeah. The concept of
안 돼!
Damn.
설탕 2스푼, 간장 1스푼 반에.
그러니까 내가 경고했을 때 일찌감치 가게를 접었어야지.
설탕... 아니, 설탕이 맞았나? 아무것도 기억이 안 나.
그 자식
I never
첫인상부터
liked that
마음에
pest.
들지
Yeah, he's a rat,
않았어.
wasn't he?
검내 금포
I didn't
붙였을
notice
때부터
personally, but-
알아보았지.
End signs plastered over his walls. What?
개념 소각기에 넣었다면 레시피는 영영 되찾을 수 없다고 봐야겠네요.
개념 소각기가 뭐?
So what if he'd written it down? Would it be okay then? Played any Project Moon games before? I haven't, no.
아니야. 이스마의 표정을 보니까 그다지 묻고 싶지 않아졌어.
네?
개념 소각기라 한다면 기술을 영구 소멸할 수 있는 대표적인 기술이요.
Oh.
이를테면 파우스트 양이 메피스토펠레스를 발명하기 전의 상태로 돌아가는 것이지.
Oh, so it doesn't just... Oh, it literally moves the concept of it totally. So it's not even just like your memory now to create it. The thing itself as well and all. Like, how would the other dude still remember what the recipe was on?
시간이 되돌아가는 건가요?
아니요. 그저 머릿속에서 없던 일이 되어버릴 뿐. 기술과 관련되어 있는 모든 문서, 사진, 아주 작고 작은 부품 조각, 파우스트 양의 기억까지 뭉개지거나 사라지는 것이요.
해당 특이점 소각기 제품의 비용에 따라 효과와 범위가 다르지만요.
The effectiveness and range. So what would he have paid for it just enough to obliterate it from his restaurant like?
양념이었는지 간장 양념이었는지 설탕이 주재료였는지 아니면 소금이었는지 아무것도 남지 않아. 심지어 가게를 찾아왔던 수많은 손님들조차도.
Valid crash out, to be fair. Valid crash out.
이제 노력해봤자 아무 소용없어. 모두 헛수고일 뿐이야.
마음부터 물러터졌군. 은봉? 그딴 촌스러운 이름이나 걸고 하니까 장사가 안 되는 거다.
은봉은 우리 어머니 이름인데.
말넘심.
본래 촌스러울수록 정감이 있는 법이지. 문제는 알량한 네 마음가짐이다.
It's why you're so eager to start fights.
자, 그 글러먹은 태도를 고쳐주지.
Put a foot in it there. Background. I love the designs in the background sometimes. It's a crazy game this game is, man. I love it. Okay. Ooh, we got Bucko over here as well, though. I didn't even notice him for a split second then. I missed him. Not bad for a new ID anyway. Low charge forces me to learn.
제법 지쳤나 보.
약점은 파악했어.
Card units are good for learning to read, which is perfect for Ian, because you know, Ian can't and doesn't read. So, that means not faster unless I go for one of these little buckos. Actually, let's do that. Should deal with that, yeah. We've got the Koyu, so actually that's probably not. It's gonna go anyway, isn't it? That might as well use it. You're not gonna clash though because it's on a poles, right? Alright, let's go.
내가 시범을 보이지. 기름도 나오지 않는 놈이구려.
Babongi. This is basically Saint Tontas and his glue sniffers, right? You know? This is Saint Tontas, and this is when he tells his chat to go do stuff, and they're like, you know? Just attack. Skill +2 against units that have slash fragility. Does he have slash fragility? No. Flash win game, one attack power next turn. inflicts additional 2 slash for delivery. So I can apply that and then use something like that then, yeah. Even though that's going to be gone, right? Is that enough charge now to make effective use of that? Charge is by no means weak, more just bland. That's perfect for me at the minute. It's a bit more simplistic, right? Kind of lets me just get around like the basic stuff of like, you know, flash orders, priority. Starting to learn a little bit about the offsets a little bit. You know, little things just like stacking my charges, all my units and such. Probably should have used an offset and just got rid of that little chicken, yeah. Pretty cool! Bro, looking like something off fucking Cartoon Network back in the day, you know. Straight up.
내 앞을 막을 자는 없어.
제압 완료. 승객 보관 준비.
치킨을 튀기면서 어느샌가 중요한 사실들을 잊고 있었다. 그래, 내가 궁극적으로 만들고 싶었던 치킨은 어머니조차 맛있게 드실 수 있는 그런 치킨이었다. 그 한없이 까다로웠던 입맛까지도 만족시킬 수 있는.
So bro made it so good even a picky bastard was willing to eat it.
아니, 사실 알고 있었다. 엄마가 치킨을 드시지 않는 건 넉넉지 못했던 우리 집의 사정 때문이었음을.
Oh, so it wasn't even because she was picky.
그래서 우리 집에는 항상 쿠폰이 쌓여 있었다. 10개를 모으면 하나를 공짜로 받을 수 있는. 어머니는 그걸 모으고 또 모아서 당신은 입에도 대지 않을 고작 치킨 한 마리를 먹이기 위해.
Yo, that what's it though, man? I remember like, because obviously, growing up with just living with my mom as a kid, me and my sister. I remember my mom doing shit like that, like, man, you know, skipping meals, so like making sure us two would eat. Base mom. The pizza coupons.
피자 쿠폰이었네.
엄마는 치킨보단 피자파야.
Oh shit.
정신이...
It's gone back to normal.
좋은 작전이었다. 당근과 채찍. 군사 작전에서 종종 써먹기도 하는 효과적인 전술 방식이지.
그게
Roll need to set
작전이었나요?
up a pizza parlor now.
그냥 평소처럼 호되게 막말하고 선제 공격을 한 거랑 무슨 차이가?
나와 예송 소년만이 눈치챈 기류지. 잘 따라와줬다.
감사합니다, 오티스님.
You almost called him Rookie, didn't you?
감사합니다. 덕분에 새 출발을 할 수 있을 것 같아요.
Ready to start anew.
중요한 건 레시피가 아니었어요. 누군가를 위하는 마음. 설사 그 형태가 피자일지라도
I was going to start up a pizza parlor.
정성만 담겨 있다면 손님.
Don't say, bro.
저
Cut you off.
치킨집에서
My bad, my
무제한
bad.
이용권을 준다고 했단 말이야. 어쩔 거야?
Shit, yeah. Does that mean we ain't getting our fucking lifetime chicken?
나 지금쯤이면 닭다리를 종류별로 뜯고 있을 줄 알았어.
큰 건 아니지만 이걸 받아주세요.
You're going to be full of pizza coupons.
가게에 단 하나밖에 없는 귀한 보물입니다.
하나밖에 없는 걸 우리가 받아도 되겠는가?
여러분이 아니었다면 식당을 다시 열지도 못했을 테니까 보답이라고 생각해 주세요.
그렇게 해서 뒤틀림도 해결하고 이 보물을 얻게 된 것이오.
Julius always seems like he's so old for fucking Don Quixote.
어떻소? 깊은 감명에 말을 잇지 못하는 중이오.
우리들은 은봉이네로 향했다네부터 듣지 않았어.
It's well tuned out, you know.
아예 처음부터 듣지 않은 거였어.
어차피 파우스트가 보고서를 올릴 텐데 못하러 니들의 수다 따위를 들어주고 있어야 하지.
그쪽은 신경 끄고 동키. 우린 빨리 상자를 풀어봐야지.
Oh no, I feel like it's just going to be a bunch of fucking coupons.
뭐가 들어있을까나?
Surrounded by sinners full of anticipation, the lid was lifted.
단 하나밖에 없는 마스코트 인형 봉이입니다.
No, it's actually...
쓰지 않을까요? 만들었는데 이렇게 드리게 되어 기쁘네요.
Bongi the doll. Bros actually gave us a fucking mascot. It's kind of fire though, I'm not gonna lie.
아니야, 이럴 리 없어. 인형 배를 갈라보면 뭐라도 들어있지 않을까?
Yo, I need a Bongi plushie. He didn't seem like the kind of person to do that.
처치곤란해서 우리한테 그냥 처분한 거 아닐까?
Probably trying to get rid of it.
그 소각기인가 뭔가에 버리자.
Just toss it in the concentrator. Or incinerator was it, sorry. A hand gently tugged at the doll. Heathcliff to grip with ferocious rage.
하루는 이승객 맘에 들어.
Oh, Karen likes you.
대체 어디가 마음에 든다는?
They sell them at the cafe in Korea, do they? Do they?
눈 말고는 아무것도 갖고 있지 않잖아. 그게 좋아.
Yeah, I'm with Karen.
그럼 된 거지. 인형은
버리지
마.
눈 말고 아무것도 없다기에는 팔다리랑 몸통도 있다.
True. True. We're splitting hairs, but true. Just like that, the chicken plushie we got instead of free food for life earned its seat on the bus.
네, 동랑소장. 뒤틀림은 무사히 해결되었습니다. 직접 확인했습니다. 처음엔 조금 믿업지 못해 보였는데 이야기를 나누셔도 좋을 것 같습니다. 네, 이제 저들을 데려오겠습니다.
이제 어떡하죠?
전
주어가 빠진 문장을
Well,
싫어합니다.
can we slap this dude about? Beat the shit out of him. Being a little rat
저 식당이
bastard.
문을 다시 열면 우리 가게에 손님이 빠져나갈 겁니다. 그럼 할당량을 못 채우게 될 거고.
훔친 레시피를 개념 소각기에 넣었을 때부터 살아남을 궁리를 해두셨어야죠. 도둑질을 하려거든 집주인도 못 알아채게 해라. 이 속담도 모르십니까?
You rob a house, make sure the homeowner never realizes it.
그런 건 모르는데
네.
What, the cafe's really
제가
nice?
방금 만들어낸 말이거든요.
I'm gonna have to have a look at it. Anybody got
기억하세요.
any links to any images or anything?
그럼 이만 손님들 맞을 준비를 해야 해서요.
And before long, we were dragged into a mess of unprecedented scale. Okay then, so we just finished my first Intervallo, and I must say, as a little bit of a final word, it was awesome. It was awesome. It was a lot of fun. Big switch up again from especially what we had in Canto 3. But Canto 2, even though different, had that. But it's nice. As somebody in chat said, palate cleanser. A lot of fun. It was just genuinely funny to see all of the cast getting so emotional and excited and invested in the cooking side of things, rather than actually trying to solve what they were trying to solve through the cooking. They were more interested in just being the best cook and getting super invested in it, which I really enjoyed that Intervallo. So that was my first one, and it was awesome. So now we're moving on to Canto 4, and I'm excited about it because so far I've had nothing but positivity with this game in terms of how much I've been enjoying it. We're starting to learn a little bit more about the combat as well, which is fun. So let's watch the Chapter 4 PV, and then we'll have a look at this Season 2 teaser as well, which I think's for the Battle Pass, but we'll still have a look at it also. So yeah, let's get into this one then.